Well, time's all wibbly-wobbly, isn't it? So it's the Michelin star run. The goal of the run is to go to every location on the map and serve up a big meal there. Big meal sounds very arbitrary, that's why I turned the arbitration over to you. And what you have done, yes you, is put together this list, this menu. I can get it? I can get it, yeah, there we go. Our Michelin star Ultraloper menu. So we've got the Foreman's Retreat Breakfast Retreat put in by our chef Ann Darius, a 4,000 calorie meal that we need to make for Ash Canyon. We've got something for Blackrock here. We've got something for Bleak Inlet, Coastal Highway, Desolation Point. These aren't going to be relevant just yet, although it does give me an idea that I need to actually look after the resources in the map, because if I run out of, say, acorns or flour, I won't be able to make acorn tea, acorn pancakes, pancakes at all with no flour. Actually, I can make pancakes without flour, but I'd need bananas, and I don't get bananas in the long dark. So I will continue to put together that menu. Let's get it away because it's blinding with its bright white light. But in the run-up to that, we need to strengthen ourselves. We need to get better equipment, better at our skills. We need to get the equipment that enables us to do stuff, and we need to forge. So I'm very much on the lookout for a sleeping bag, a heavy hammer so I can make a bow, definitely a lantern so we stop fumbling around in the dark. And it's worth noting we're playing on a considerably harder difficulty. Ultraloper I'm calling it, because it's Interloper, but harder. Our bars in the bottom go down faster. Our health recovers a lot slower. We get more tired, more thirsty. And we cannot take torches out of fires. We have to craft our torches. That's a bit of a pain in the bum. Quick rundown on what I actually have in my inventory. We have found an ungodly amount of matches. At least we have that going for us. Some regular stuff here, a little bit of coal. 3 stems is nice if we run into some real trouble. I got some garbage here that I think I'll be largely getting rid of. I'm unsure about the ragged driving gloves. I think I'll actually leave them behind for now, even though they're not that heavy. I don't need some raggedy old socks either. What about the food? I don't think I'll be taking this food with me over to Trash Canyon right now. And this is a pretty good place to leave behind a bunch of food. Drop down the carrots, the oil. Herbal tea can be really good for recovery. And it's quite light, so I'll take it with me. I now have a can opener, so I'm happy to take the dog food with me. I don't want these potatoes. They can be really good, but let's save those for later. Same can be said for the pork and beans. Yeah, maybe I should cook up my pork and beans. I'm not carrying around this heavy flour, nor this salt, nor this maple syrup. Maple syrup is great, but it's going to be, no doubt, a vital ingredient for a lot of the things we need to cook later on. So let's just leave a lot of our cooking equipment over here. That includes this cooking skillet. I'll just leave it over here. I'm not big on carrying a skillet. I far prefer to have a pot. And if I recall, I have a pot. A pot and 2 cans. I'm happy enough with that. I could even go 1 pot, 1 can, save myself a little bit of weight. Do I want to just leave behind a can here? Yeah, there'll be more cans where I'm going as long as I have the pot. I had pancakes with local maple syrup and bacon for breakfast this morning, says Andre. Well, that does sound decadent and delicious. I did not. I had yogurt with muesli. It was still good, though. Yeah, I think I still want to keep some of these ingredients on me. I'm not in a great position for getting loads of calories just yet. I also left behind this raggedy vest. These old socks. I need to think about what I'm doing here. I believe I already looted this place quite thoroughly. It sounds like there's a blizzard going on outside, if that's the case. Then that could be pretty grim. No, it actually looks... Okay, it's windy and snowy, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I could actually really go over and tear apart the carcass that's over there. I'm pretty sure I spotted a carcass on the way over. That would give me some calories to make it through today rather handily. And then tomorrow, when I'm all fit and ready to go, I think I'll make my way over to Timberwolf. That's my thinking, at least. I got the hacksaw to carve up the corpse nice and easily. Pretty sure I picked this place clean, but you know what it's like, forgetting what you've done from one session to another. So I'm going to give it a quick once-over once more. And then I'm going to recheck my inventory and consider where we go from there. I don't bother with charcoal. I've got a bazillion matches, so I should not be afraid of starting some more fiery stuff. We've already gotten ourselves the toilet water. Von Dougal's, upon watching this set up, man, I keep meaning to make toilet water non-potable, which I think would be a good change. It would certainly put a value on those water purification tablets. I know I already checked upstairs. There's always something you miss. These little books I don't really count as missed, though. I know there are books there. I don't particularly need or want them. Alright, I'm confident that we've got this one sorted out, so I'm going to try my luck. Gonna try my luck with that corpse. Keep myself a little bit satiated. Yeah, I think I'll also, if I can take its skin, then all the better, but then I'll probably want a wee fire out there. Depends on the position of the corpse. A quick check on my ability to start a fire over there. I've got torches. What do I have for burning? Some reclaimed wood, some sticks. Yeah, I might tear that corpse apart entirely, and then I can keep the skin here to dry and the guts, and cook the meat. Yeah, let's do that. I always feel rusty when I start this game up. The first 15 minutes or so I always feel a bit shaky, like, oh, I'm definitely going to be making mistakes. Mistakes could be certainly very costly. Have I checked around the outside here? I don't think there ever tends to be anything over here. Keep my eyes open for wolf tracks as well. We have wolves set on stalker level, which is to say the most that you can have in the game. It's a lot of wolves. Don't see any birds circling around. I was certain there was a corpse around here. I know I saw it coming in. I ducked in here and I found that spray can and that battery, but where was the corpse? Here's the corpse. Okay, okay. This is not without its risks. The wind could certainly change direction on me and get all blustery, but let's start a little fire and tear this corpse apart before Shepard starts completely complaining on me. Get the book, get the cattail head, get this thing started. Suppose I didn't have to use the book for the fire starting bonus, but I did. And this is why we don't trust Shepard here. Torch is a very limited resource for me now, so they become ever so important.
Come on, little fire.
Even though it's midday, it's quite cold. You can hear that on Shepard's quivering. On lower difficulty settings, fire overcomes ambient temperature. Oh, I feel that wind picking up. That's not a good sign. I'm going to shove one bit of coal on you to swiftly add some temperature to this. Maybe a bit of reclaimed wood and a few sticks just to get that temperature going. While this is happening, no good reason not to make myself a bunch of water. I do like my water. So while that is going and keeping me just barely warm, have another wee sip. And let's tear apart this meat and a gut. That'll take 40 minutes. Unless the fire blows out. If the fire blows out, I'd have to very quickly refigure what I'm doing right now. I'm going to drop that meat so that people don't get funny ideas about me. Can always cook the meat indoors. There's going to be a lot better situation for doing that, so I'll continue to make water while I'm here. The wind actually calmed down. That's good news for me. I'll also pick up these feathers while we're at it. Feathers are almost weightless, and they're going to prove very useful when I have a bow. Wow, a lot of feathers around here. The birds really had their way with a frozen carcass. 8 minutes till boiled, 16 minutes till something else. Do I just hacksaw that out or wait the 7 minutes? Give me that. Make a touch more water and give me that gut. We got plenty of time on the fire, right? Yeah, very good. Give me them guts then. And I want the skin, but the skin's going to take some time. This is all setting up for the future. There's going to be a time where I want all these pelts to get myself good equipment. Give me that. Make even more water. Planning for the future, you see. We get so thirsty so fast, so lots of water is very important. We still have an hour on the fire, so I'm going to take that hide with my bare hands. It's faster with bare hands than a hacksaw. You might think, why even have the hacksaw option? Well, if the corpse is frozen, then the hacksaw will allow us to get it without having to defrost it. Not a common thing to do, but could happen. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. We're going to take this fire inside or keep it here? Not really much of a bad side to doing what we're doing right here, so why don't I just cook this meat up here for an hour.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
And then what am I going to do for an hour? Saves me having to bring the fire indoors. Can't think there's much to explore around here, but maybe I could find something. Also, the wind could suddenly blow up and have a nasty time with my food here. That should do me just fine. I'm going to take these guts, bring them back into the house. It's not inside, but I could potentially use the indoor-outdoor part. I don't know if guts dry in it, but I bet we're about to find out. Just generally do a bit of exploring around here whilst I wait for that to go. Would you look at that? They cure in here. Lovely. Should have brought a fire with me just in case, but... Alright, now I need to not think like that. We don't pick torches from our fireplace. I need to get out of that mindset. It's not a thing we do anymore. Anything in here? Rack around the glove box. Now to there. Oh, would you look at this? There's a memento hint to head up over to the dam area. I keep forgetting, does this place connect up with Mystery Lake? Yeah, I think there is a way that connects us to Mystery Lake, but I always forget about it, and of course I don't have my maps with me anymore. Decided to go by my giant memory instead. Alright, fire's still going. I think I'll check out the barn over here, although I might really want a torch for that, it gets really dark. I'll check in on the meat. Always cooks up faster than you think. We're getting very tired. It's going to be a nice sleepy night for Shepherd inside this glorious farmhouse. Walking along here so I can quickly check inside that dog house. Might have been some dog food. Or I might be imagining that, but I swear I found dog food in there before. I'd also really like to go and grab myself some birch bark. It's a bit of a trek, and I'm pretty tired, but there we go, get that. 27 minutes on you, 25 minutes on the fire. I think that'll be okay. Not sure I want to take a torch all that distance. I think it'll be light enough in there. I'll be fine. I'll leave you to your own devices. Gourmet dog food for your Michelin. I think one person's put in a meal that asks for a can of dog food. I only wanted to take sensible meals, but the meal was otherwise quite thematic, so I think I kept it. People always trying to be quirky with their meals. I do want sensible things, though. I think it was something like a can of dog food and a bottle of antibiotics. You know, thinking back on it, I might take a better suggestion. Oh well, I even posted it on YouTube. We'll see if the YouTube scrubs come up with any ideas for it. I'm not too afraid of tiring out, so I'm actually going to pick up the pace on the way over here. A wee small barn. Hello, bunny. Not unthinkable to take a bunny back with me. I'll consider that on the way back. It's going to overburden me a fair bit. Let's keep the thirst in check. You can very rarely find an excellent rabbit item here. Let's hope we get lucky. It's also slightly warm. Very slightly. Oh boy, a second thin wool sweater. Big find, big good find. Give me that. We now have we have two of pretty much the best inner torso wear on Interloper. How do you get up to the top again? I'm fairly certain there's a way to get up there. Yeah, I see it now. I see it. Up we go. We're getting very slow and tired. Poor shepherd. But if you climb up here, don't destroy the plank or else you'll never be able to get up here without the fly command. Of course, we have access to the console, but we only have the console to use us to get us out of game-given soft lock situations. Can happen. I've managed to soft lock myself in this game before. The game does like to use horrible invisible walls in places, so sometimes you can find yourself stuck in an invisible wall area, unable to move or do anything. So at those points I have no problem just using fly command to get out. I also use it to decorate the store a bit, but that was purely cosmetic. Did not get the awesome rabbit goods up here. But, you know, we got a can of dog food. And it's almost as good. Let's just jump our way back down. Consider catching ourselves some wabbits. And then get back. Can turn those rabbits into rabbity food. Pretty sure rabbits are strictly herbivores, but is that because they don't want to eat meat or because they're not cut out for it? Like they don't have the gnashers for it? Also, where do the rabbits go? I felt like there were multiple rabbits here just moments ago. Now there are no rabbits and I'm getting a bit cold. Have I been bamboozled?
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
I love how you have glass ankles on steep hills, but a drop like that was nothing. I dropped onto a pile of hay, so it was hardly a big deal. And it was done in a controlled environment. Huh, okay, the rabbits do not want a piece of me. That's a shame. Those rabbits would have been a nice little source of auxiliary guts and pelts. But we're pretty hungry. We'll be getting back to our wee barn, eating, sleeping, and then figuring out how to proceed. Rabbits don't have the teeth for being carnivores. Oh, there we go. Whenever you feel like your teeth are giving you jib, just be grateful that you've got glorious, omnivorous human dentures. I'm gonna feel like I got gypped if I come back and find that my meat didn't get properly cooked. Something I often get asked is, aren't you afraid of predators coming and stealing your meat? No. Predators can only smell meat if it is being carried by you. So it doesn't attract them like that. Hang on, where did I leave that corpse? It was over here. Oh boy, rose hips. Rose hips, cattails, reishi mushrooms. They're very rare. Normally they're extremely common on Interloper, but with these difficulty settings they are not. Good, it's cooked. Cooked, and the bonfire is all done. So let's bring this back home. That must smell a little bit interesting to the wildlife now that I'm carrying some steaks, but we'll be okay. I knew it. I knew it. On these difficulty settings, the carnivores are extremely good at smelling you out. Much better than even regular Interloper. But don't worry about that, I certainly don't. Okay, a little bit of a triage of my items right now. Because I picked up you that I want to leave behind. Tiny bits of oil. These things have a minimum weight on them, so they're a bit of a pain to actually carry around, but needs must. I certainly don't need 3 sewing kits. An argument could be said that I don't even need 2 sewing kits, and it's a good argument. But while I'm here and now, it's a good opportunity to maybe fix up anything that needs fixed up, and then sleep my night away. I'm not happy with the fact that I'm actively starving here. so I will be eating
Full rest suit. I'm
post-haste. Let these guts dry out right here. I'll be eating momentarily. I don't think I need to cook anything. There's plenty of options to cook. A potato here and there probably wouldn't go amiss. 32, right, I really need to drop something before I get moving. What am I carrying so much of? I guess I don't need all this firewood. Heck, I might leave all this firewood behind. And maybe a couple bits of tinder. And maybe even 2 bits, or even 3 bits of accelerant. I've got... Yeah, I'll keep this over here next to... Or perhaps even over here, where I start all my fires. There we go.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I know it's heavy, Shepherd. Quit your pinging and your whinging. Shepherd is starving, Shepherd is thirsty, Shepherd is full of problems. Let me just put that down. Put down a couple of tinder plugs. Safe house customization when hinterland. And now, where did I leave that food? It's right here in my inventory. Wonderful. Yum, 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 Shepherd. Yeah, I'm definitely going to leave behind some of these matches, that's for sure. There we go. Shepherd's belly's feeling a lot happier now. Chug down that potable water. Oh, of course, I've got a ton of water. That's part of what's doing me in. On the weight side, at least. There you go. Water, 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 water. Still would be nice to go out for a bit, but I don't think now is the time. And let's also drop ourselves down a whole bunch of sticks. I'll doubtlessly find more when I'm going around. Certainly don't want this book on angling. Oh, I've gone and placed it under the sticks. Let's try that again, shall we? Drop a bunch of these sticks. Boy, that does look messy, doesn't it? I wonder if I could just have a better time leaving the sticks here. Sticks don't go off, so I'm not too worried about putting them indoors in places. And otherwise, I like to use my fridge for storage as well. Get rid of the frozen angler. And I also want to leave behind a whole bunch of matches here. I'll leave 12 matches in this location because it's an excellent place to come to. Leave it right next to where we have our burnables. Should have cooked up the pork and beans when I had the chance. I suppose I still have the chance. Could actually cook up a whole load of water here while I'm at it as well. Just costs 1 match and a little bit of firewood. Could also break things down for firewood, but no, what I think I'm going to be doing is going to sleepy bye-byes. And then tomorrow we head out, we get the birch bark and we head on over to Timberwolf Mountain. I can't think of anything else to spend my time doing here. I don't need my cup of tea. The coffee is for emergencies. Why is the coffee at 95%? It's not going off, is it? Really feel like this sheer amount of matches is too much of a flex. I'm going to leave even more matches behind. I'm going to leave a second box of matches and another box of matches, because there's no way I need this many matches, and I'm going to find even more matches when I head over to the new places, so it's not even about leaving that behind, it's more about keeping my weight limit down, because I get so tired so quickly, the weight limit ends up being a big bother for me. I could actually make a very good case for reading my sewing premiere where I'm here, while I'm here. I would need a few more calories for my belly. I think I'd eat my dog food, actually. Eat the dog food, eat the crisps, eat the chocolate bar, just eat this stuff in general. Sure, I'll be able to find more when I'm moving. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. Burn the light time actually doing some reading. Eat the food, got loads of water. Yeah, that's a good idea. Spend the light time reading, and then sleep my time away. Also, cheers stars, getting in those points for a point dump. Before we had dictators, that was all you could do with big points. Yeah, I'll be safe in the knowledge that I probably checked all this stuff up here. Just need to make sure oh, toilet's been checked. How could I not have checked this stuff? So there's repairs and reading. It's not like I'll be wasting daylight hours. Repairs actually have a higher priority to me than reading, so do we have anything that really needs some repair work? Yes, we do. The ski jacket. Absolutely want to repair that ski jacket. So, plenty of access to cloth, so just get it done. I'll do it twice if I can. Dumph, 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 dumph. Get it done, Shep. Get it done again, Shep. Failed, that's okay. It's good to fail early. It's good to fail early. Okay, it's getting too dark to fail anymore, so I'm just going to rip down the curtains so that I have more cloth to fail it again in daylight. Very good, and now Shepherd, it's time for you to eat your nosh. Just chow down that dog food. I don't know what percentage level dog food starts posing a food poisoning risk. Hopefully it's under 25% or so. I'm going to eat both these dog foods. There'll be more dog food going forward. Because I don't want to starve in this game. I know I spent a fair bit of today starving. But overall, starving's not a good strategy for this kind of difficulty. I'm going to wait to cook up the pork and beans, keep it better for me down the line. And then let's get our beloved 8 hours of sleep. Because 8 is as far as you can go without taking damage in your sleep. You dehydrate after 8 hours on Ultraloper, 10 hours Interloper, maybe 12 Stalker. Don't want to eat yet more while the things are going good. I'm going to eat this bar right now. Yeah, cabin fever is on, but we've not spent that much time indoors. We've been doing a lot of traveling. It's very tempting to turn cabin fever off, but no, I'm keeping it on. Also, let's just sleep until we can sleep no more. I selected 10 hours, but you always wake up if you're fully rested, and it's light enough to do yet more work, which is good. Good for us, because it's very cold at this time of day. I always think the mornings are the best time to just do indoor things while you can. For example, fixing my ski jacket to get even more warmth out of it. It only fixes for 23%, but that's still worth doing. And good, we made it. How about these? I think it takes a whole hour to do my thin wool sweater. I think I will not repair those just yet. But instead, how much reading do we have to do for this thing? We need 5 hours to read the whole thing. And I am going to probably just do all of that right now. Well, maybe not in one go. It's better to read short periods of time, because if you fail for some reason towards the end, like one of your meters goes too bad, then you lose all the knowledge you gained from reading the whole thing. It's madness. Shepherd just doesn't have a brain for reading. Couldn't possibly relate. Yeah, there we go. Because I think you can be too hungry to read or something mad like that. The most absurd affliction. I cannot stay indoors despite the fact I'm almost dead and there's a blizzard outside. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense in that context. In fact, it doesn't make a lot of sense in any context. But it is a game balance thing to stop you just whiling away all of your time indoors. I can appreciate that. Okay, we learnt that. Our skills are all terrible, but it means our mending skill is almost getting to a point where it's not completely garbage. And my sewing kit condition is... it's fine enough. I can still travel with this one sewing kit. I doubt it's going to break on me. That said, I'm still going to switch it for one of my 100%ers. There's no good reason not to. Let's eat our chocolate bar and sleep a little bit more, and then we're going to head out during the best time of day. We're going to get surprisingly tired surprisingly quickly, but I think 2 hours of sleep will do us just fine. My condition's looking amazing. It would have been 100%ed on Interloper. Sleeping gives a lot of condition back, even on Interloper, as long as your stats are high, and it, see, it barely budged there, especially if you augment it with things like herbal tea. Shout out to the guy that commented on the video, pointing out that I missed a searchable container. Oh no. Where was that? That was in the lighthouse, back in Desolation Point. I'm gonna have to go all the way back to check that one thing. Look at that, already chugged through so much of my water. I'm taking 2 kilos of these things. I'm already a little short on food, but that's okay. I can starve a bit while I'm traveling.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I got about 8 kilos of spare space. Shepherd is complaining as usual. I will pick up this nice sewing kit. Check my cloth, I got 8. 8 is fine. I'll leave behind my partially damaged sewing kit. I can't imagine that I'm going to need a fully good sewing kit, but you know, just in case. They're the same weight, so why not take one that's in good condition? The guts are going. How's the run going, Jake says in there? So I see you are in one of the better homes in the game. I actually don't like this place because of its position. It is a great building, but positionally I'm not sold on its location. How's my hacksaw doing, by the way? I've put it through the works for quite some time. 77. It would actually be really nice to repair the thing. Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't want to spend the time on that right now. I need to get moving. Let's go. It's a good time of day. Let us... Well, we can't really see anything in this region, can we? But I know that I need to head generally in that direction. Yeah, I can't really rely on torches, can I? Also, for all we know, the weather is dire. The weather's acceptable. It is snowing. Oh, bollocks. Look who it is. Guess we're walking a dog for a bit. I want to be ready for the dog, just in case. Maybe the dog will get distracted by a rabbit or something similar. But I'll keep a torch, just in case I need to... Holy smokes, it's so warm, I'm not even losing temperature. And a lot of that is down to the repair work that I did. Who would have thought wearing 2 sweaters and 2 ski jackets is enough to keep someone warm in very gentle snow in the afternoon? Canadians are baffled by my advances. Guess that dog was too cowardly to cross the frozen river. I understand. I've got a cowardly dog back home. My dog Thunder in Scotland is afraid of damn near everything. Most dogs I've ever had are just delighted to go and play around at the beach, but Thunder is terrified by the water and the waves. Most dogs are going mental at people approaching. My dog is terrified of anybody coming home. Even me. It takes a while for my own dog to realize it's me. It's happy, fun Jake guy. I'm not a terrifying person. Clearly it's the dog at fault. So I'm heading over to that forest over there because there's a load of birch bark, and then I'm heading that general direction to get to Timberwolf. You can maybe see it in the distance over there. But birch bark is very powerful, so of course I want to grab plenty of it. Excellent for healing, excellent for cooking, good for warmth, just excellent thing to have all together. I have no problem spending a match to get the dogs off my tail so that I can search for birch bark in peace. Also a small amount of calories in it. Some people might rightfully say, shouldn't you just disable birch bark in a run like this? To which I say, no, you can do it if you want, but I like birch bark. Would you consider getting a dog in Hungary at some point? Nah, my stance on animals, although I love animals and I would love to have animals, is I would want to get a family first. It's very sad leaving an animal at home alone, and I relish my freedom to just get up and go whenever, wherever I want to go. There's some weird draw distance going on with the forest in the background there. I don't think I've seen it look like that before. I don't think I changed my settings at all. Just do not be afraid of the wolves. They fear you more than you fear them, although they will attack you. Don't worry, there'll be a time when I attack them as well. If he does attack me, sure, it could be bad, but I do have a crowbar. Cattails over here. Tempting. Very tempting. Yeah, I got some distance on the dog. Am I still being stalked? Yeah, dog is still after me. I might have to tell it to sod off with a fire and a stone. But then I'm heading in that general direction. Not sure on the exact specifics on getting to Timberwolf from here. I haven't studied my maps or played enough around here in some time.
Stomach feels like an empty pit.
Right. Dog, it ain't the time. But using a match, actually using a torch, is the bigger consideration than using a match here. There we go. He knows fear. Come to think of it, it might be very uncommon to find birch bark, considering it turned natural resources very far down. But we're going to give Lord Barrington a wide berth as we try and find it. I think the bear actually scared off the wolf, not my fire. Otherwise, I would have been charged by the wolf, and then the wolf would have cowed away. What the wolf did was the wolf noticed the bear and then went, you know what, I'm not tangling with Barrington today. We'll let Yogi eat this reckless, glass-ankled Canadian. Bear is a much bigger concern. Wow, okay. One of three things is happening. Either I am not being perceptive enough to notice the birch bark, or I'm getting unlucky with the birch bark, or the settings for low natural resources really curb stomp the existence of birch bark. Because this place is normally loaded with the stuff, and I'm seeing absolutely nothing. I'm glad it's warm. I did a spiel about my thoughts on Frostpunk 2 towards the end of my video there. I don't have the mental throughput to consider it right now. Too busy thinking about gathering bits of birch bark whilst evading Barrington. Considering my location, there's a lot to consider. This game hijacks a lot of my brain. Where's the bear? Gotta be a little careful not to get too close to him. Alright, this is looking much better on the birch bark. Barrington, you're not going to mind if I just... Whoop. I stole Lord Barrington's book back at Coastal Highway, and I'm stealing all of his bark. I think bears do eat bark, but bears eat a lot of things. I was surprised today to learn that bears are one of the largest predators of bees. I mean, I was well aware bears will eat bees' honey, but I didn't think they would eat the bees too. Guess they don't care, they'll eat anything. They got the gnashers for it, they got the gut for it. Alright, I am a little loath to chain my torch further. I'm not loath to steal this though. Yoink. Gonna let my fire burn out, not gonna carry it with me now. I've got enough distance on Barrington that I don't think I need to maintain this. And like I said, I don't actually value the matches as much as I value the torches themselves. So let's hold that for later, grab all the birch bark we can, and then move on. We've got to move north and get out of here. Still grabbing sticks, may need them for some desperate warmth later on. Don't need 5 stones, let's keep ourselves a little lighter. And then grab some wood. Can't burn a stone though, so I'm happy to take some wood. Alright, time to get moving.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Would you bollock shepherd? You don't do anything to keep yourself alive. It's all down to me. So the blurry red thing is supposed to represent your stomach in the bottom left. Yeah, that's right. My stomach is agonizingly red there because the shepherd is very, very hungry. My opinion is not my problem. Shepherd will complain, but I have a lot of health, so I don't mind taking some starvation damage currently. And I'm doing a lot of moving, and when you're moving, especially with a heavy backpack, it burns a lot of calories. But your calories can't go negative, so for now, I will let Shepherd complain, and we will deal with it later. Gonna grab some more cattails. Normally people say cattails are so great, and they're right, cattails are great, but on these settings they're very rare. I can't believe how warm it is. It is starting to get colder now, but this has been an excellent time of day to get moving, despite the snow. The snow is making my clothes a little wet, as you can see from the blue bars there. And that's bad if they completely freeze, but I think we'll be alright overall. Thinking about it, there's a downed plane that I should go and check out around here. The weather's getting worse, the snow's getting heavier. It is starting to feel cold now. My knowledge about this part of the map is a little shaky, actually. I think I need to go in this general direction, though. Yeah, why scrape off the bees? It's just more food on the honeycomb. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It's hard to tell if I'm quite far north or quite far east. I think I'm quite far east, which is why I want to head a bit more north. It's a lot easier if you have a map spread across your thighs, but I've decided to shun maps from now on. I should be good enough at this game not to need to rely on maps. It's all fun and well to say until I end up completely lost, blizzarding and dying. But surely my survival senses will be enough to triumph over that. Besides, blizzards just mean I don't need to worry about wolves. Not timberwolves though. Timberwolves still spawn and pursue in a blizzard. They're made of sterner stuff. Preparing for the speedrun. Oh heavens no. You wouldn't catch me speedrunning again. A game. Sounds like a great way to stop loving a game you otherwise love. Don't want to turn into a degenerate. As they say, get starved at winter, be in shape at summer. Shepherd would be a world of thanks. Oh boy, sun is setting. It's going to get a lot colder. It's going to get a lot harder to see. Let's keep on moving, keep on grooving, Shepherd. I do have some emergency food, and I have the wherewithal to start a fire, but winds can blow and blow out my fires in very unfortunate situations. Let's keep ourselves tanked up on water. Starvation damage is one thing, but hydration damage is twice as bad as starving. So together I would end up losing 3% condition per in-game hour as opposed to 1% from simply starving. Don't want to run because that'll wear down my fatigue as well. Boy, I am very unfamiliar with this corner of Pleasant Valley. Did I do Pleasant Valley Single Region Survivor? You'd think I'd know the maps inside out if I'd done them in Single Region Survivor, but I don't have any memory of doing Pleasant Valley. Surely. Surely. At least I'm picking up loads of sticks, so if I need to start a fire, it's going to be a big, long-lasting, very warm fire. Weight to burning ratio, sticks aren't that good, but every single stick is plus 1 degree on your fire. So whilst they aren't so good for carrying around, they do work wonders in bulk on a fire. I think that's a deer in the distance, not a wolf, so no need to fear. Where does that rope go? Jeez, I well and truly have no idea where I am. Let's grab some mushrooms. Haven't seen any mushrooms so far, which is unusual. Mushrooms are normally a very common ingredient. You'll find them on tree stumps all over the place. But again, we have natural resources turned way down. Well, I could get some respite here if I wanted to sleep the night away. And you know what? Catching some rabbits, eating some rabbits, sleeping the night away here does not seem like the worst idea in the world. It might even seem like the best idea in the world. Here, bunnies. No, they must know that one. Not noticing any predators right now, so I'm not afraid of the extra stink of carrying around dead bunnies on me. Pet the bunny. Pet the bunny. I don't have a bow, so I can't hunt the deer. If I had a wolf, I could hunt the deer, actually. How do you drop smelly things again? 3. There we go. Ooh, rose hips as well. Alright. We are making hay while the proverbial sun shines. I'll start a nighttime fire, cook up these bunnies, make some extra water, and we will hang out here. Look at how skittish they are, running away from that distance. Tells you need to be patient for catching bunnies. There's not a lot of calories on bunnies, but I need that meat. Also, if you want there to be even fewer calories on bunnies, the Von Dougal's quality of life mod. Oh, sit and target. Oh wow, how did I miss that? How indeed did I miss that? Scholars will be writing about that poor performance in years to come. Okay, well I should be very grateful that it's not cold right now. If it were, these misses would really start costing me. There we go. The goal for this run, Alaska, is to cook up a giant meal for every location in the game, and people are sending me the menu for their preferred location. There's a link to it in the title, I believe. But you know what? Here's a quick look at it as well. Here we go. So people are putting in their meal plans, like Andarius put in the breakfast retreat for Ash Canyon, requiring herbal tea, pancakes, porridge, bannock, venison, moose, coffee, and 3 rosehip pies. Or we could have a small American breakfast of two plates of pancakes, 2 cans of corn, a peach pie, crisps for dessert, and a chocolate bar. Kruzak knows his small American breakfasts. What a reserved individual. So we need to do that, but we're also playing on monstrously difficult difficulty settings. Now where's that last bunny? The wind is picking up, so I can't be playing around here. Oh yeah, I think it's more than just a bit of wind. I think this is turning into a blizzard, so if that bunny is still around, I need it now. There it is. Let's grab that bunny before we start freezing. I can still have a fire in a blizzard as long as I have it hidden away from the wind direction. It's a very cool thing about this game is how it models the wind and the wind's direction. Also, my clothes are about to freeze, so I really need to get inside. Alright. Just leave you out there for now. Get inside and figure out what I'm doing. Well, I'm not seeing, that's for sure. There's an argument that says just go to sleep right now and do the cooking when it's not blizzarding. Yes, but what do I even eat? Well, actually, I could eat cattail stalks and crisps. Eat my cattail stalks, crisps, sleep a bit. My clothes didn't freeze, so they'll surely be alright in here. Yeah, I can get behind that. And the rabbits will actually freeze out there. I will bring them in to not freeze in here. At least I don't think they'll freeze in here. I hope they won't. Come with me. Could actually just process the rabbits right now. That's actually an even better idea. Process the rabbits now, then get ready to cook them. What's important right now is that this storm goes away. Summit Soda, 720 calories. That sounds like a crazy sugar bomb. I think it was a yeah, it was 3 Summit Sodas for 750 calories. Well, some people just are really hungry. Who can blame them? Right. Give me your meats and your guts with the hacksaw. Yeah, it says 3 guts. It's well worth taking everything I can here. Peanut butter is not available on Interloper, so no. I think it can very rarely spawn, and I'm pretty sure it's not meant to. So that's why I'm not accepting it as an ingredient. Alright, only the skin left on that one. On this one, give me that meat, give me that guts. Yeah, the only place I found peanut butter was in Cinder Hills, not Cinder Hills, the Aurora mine at Coastal Highway. And I'm not entirely sure it's always spawning there. So I'm not taking any of that. People should make sensible menus, not just whatever menu's going to screw me over the hardest. But it's pretty difficult to teach the people around here that. Which spiteful dev is responsible for banning peanut butter on the hardest difficulty? I don't know why they just remove some of the goods on the hardest difficulty. Just make them more rare. It just seems like it's a bizarre thing to do to simply not have them. Right, so now I've got a bunch of guts that I'm leaving to dry out. Same with the sapling. And the meat's fine. I can hold on to the meat. It gets a bonus to its freshness when I cook it up regardless. And now let's just use our bare hands to rip the carcass clean off. In the dark, we have to feel the rabbit in order to tear the bits off of it. Pretty grim, honestly. Hope nobody walks in on us. That's a real "are you winning, son" moment, if ever there was one. Keep it going. And our clothes are drying out from our body heat in here, I suppose. Really thought I'd make it to Timberwolf in one go, but honestly spending a time harvesting 3 bunnies and eating here is time well spent. Surely the number of meals including moose meat didn't have any malice. Moose meat's not a big deal. Killing a moose can be a bit of a pain, but you just need to make sure that you are outside of where it can hit you. So either you're standing somewhere it can't reach, or you are attacking from somewhere that it doesn't notice you, then you'll be okay. But you do need a lot of arrows for it. And you need to hit your arrows. Fortunately, I'm an excellent marksman with a bow. Alright, there we go. All rabbits taken care of. I stink because of all the meat. I can even do some extra preparations, and you better believe I can. Anything you can do in the dark, you should do in the dark. Anything, shepherd. Love to make another torch. Only 2 torches feels so naked to me. Right. Let's prepare all that birch bark. I think it's lighter when it's prepared.
I'm getting tired.
I know you're tired. And again, we're just doing this by feel. We're very thirsty now as well. Just continue to drink up a wee bit, shepherd. Prepare our racial mushrooms. Prepare our rose hips. God, we're gonna sleep like the dead tonight. I think rose hips are actually lighter when you don't prepare them, so we'll leave that be for now. Don't think I need to tear apart these curtains. Where was the door? There's the door. I'm gonna quickly check what the condition is outside, because it might be worth cooking the rabbits if conditions are okay. Does this look okay to you?
Man, I could use a drink.
Doesn't look very okay to me. Doesn't look unthinkable, actually. That wind could turn, and I'd be very unhappy if it did, but let's take the risk. So I'm going to start this fire around the back of the... Oh boy, the wind did just turn right on me right now. Alright then, we'll start our fire here. Maybe here. I would quite like 2 fires, truthfully. Use a book? Nah, just use a stick. Moose tastes good. Moose does taste good.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Yeah, come on, fire. I'm made of time here. Alright, good. The wind calmed down in a big way.
Perfect.
Alright, alright. We need quite a bit of fuel on here, but I did pick up all these sticks for good reason. There we go. What's the heaviest bit of rabbit that we've got? Not that one, that's for sure. Not that one either. There we go. Cook the bigger one inside the pot. Gonna take this opportunity to cook up my pork and beans. Don't need to eat it, but cooking it gives me cooking experience, which is always good to have. Alright, doesn't take too long to cook rabbit. Tempted to have another one just to make more water. More water is better water. More water is indeed better water. More than ever hour after. There we go, alright. Feeling good, feeling back in the zone here. It's always a little shaky when I get back into it after not playing it for a couple of days. I would take condition damage in real life if I ate pork and beans cold from the can. Mental damage, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Alright, keep our torches good for as long as we can. 30 minutes, 30 minutes. I need at least 30 minutes on this thing. Have this reclaimed wood for 30 minutes. Pork and beans, rabbit stew. Hold on, I said I was going to do water. I did say I was going to do water. Try and remember your own plans, Jake. They will help. And I still have another can, don't I? Good, good, good. Rabbit done. How's my cooking skill coming along? We're getting there. We're level 2 soon. There we go. I'll just take these pork and beans. Oh, they didn't regain condition from that. If that's the case, I'll just eat them now. Num 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 num. Delicious. Poor hungry shepherd. Alright, alright. See how cozy this is? It's snowing a little bit, but the warmth is helping dry off our clothes. We feel good. We've got the warming up bonus from the pork and beans, but it's a little irrelevant right now. I'm not holding on to the meat lest I attract any predators around here. And I think from here I need to head in that general direction. I'm going to go up and check the downed plain. It should have some goodies. And if I need to sleep for another night, that is also an acceptable option. Is there anything to do around here while I'm waiting by all of this? Not really. Not really. A quick check on my inventory is always welcome, at least. I got 6 bits of tinder, that'll do me just fine. In fact, I got the ability to make more tinder out of these newsprints. There we go, cooking level 2 get. That's a good thing to have. Alright, while we're doing this, I will actually make some more tinder plugs out of my newsprint. 10 minutes potentially well spent. Things starting to boil. I'm going to keep this campfire going a little bit longer. We've got time and it's fine to sleep into the afternoon, just like in real life. Five minutes till boiled, 4 minutes till boiled. I'm going to stick on... Let's see, I got about an hour left in you. I'm going to throw in the reclaimed wood. I think I hear the wind picking up. Oh, and it's blowing in this direction. That's potentially very bad. It could blow out my fires. Let's prepare a bit of birch bark just in case. Alright, stay wind. Don't you dare. The wind isn't that bad right now, but it could easily get a lot worse. Make another birch bark. Make myself another batch of water, please. Got the rabbit. Make myself another batch of water, please. Just gonna make water till the fires essentially die. Well, this one at least. This one I don't care so much about. And then I'm gonna sleep. A very long sleep for Shepherd, which means I need to eat a lot of food. I'm gonna eat all this rabbit. Shepherd's gonna be gorging herself tonight. Thank goodness they removed shredding. It was so tedious. Well, all you had to do was not do it, but I do know what you mean. I didn't like shredding, so I'm happy to see it removed. Can't exactly cook a bag of crisps, despite what some people might try and tell you. I made it sound like someone's coming in or out of our little hidey hole here, but I'm sure they're not. Birch bark to get, make a little bit more water. I'm a huge fan of having loads of water, especially on this difficulty. Birch bark get, make me some more birch bark. Yeah, I think this will be the last thing I make before I go for my sleepy bye-byes. And since I'm just going to eat all this food anyway, I think I'll just eat it all right now. Nom 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 nom. Got a few calories we get out of eating rabbit compared to, well, anything else. Bear and moose steaks, so good. Wolf meat is actually quite low in calories, but I think that's more of a balance thing, because there are wolves everywhere. Can't just have them be walking sources of food. It's like having cannibalism enabled on RimWorld. And again, I am not able to take torches out of fires. That's a huge difficulty change. And it's really good for the game, in my opinion. The ability to just go around chaining fire, never worrying about it, is too overpowered in my view. Alright, Shepherd is now so tired she's taking damage from it, but that's okay. We're gonna get our water and things. That's good enough for me. Melting, boiling. Give me that. Cook another... How long do we have in this fire? An hour and a half. Cook me up a small bit of water, and then cook me up a very large bit of water. Actually, screw that. Cook up. 30 minutes till melted. There we go. There we go. That should do it. Oh, it's an Aurora. Now I definitely want to get inside. Alright, I'm gonna leave this fire in this pot to melt and cook all that snow. At least that's the plan. I'm sure it'll be fine, but just in case it's not, here's an extra stick. Now let's go and search indoors and sleep. 3 rabbits, and Shepherd's still hungry. She is. She's got quite the appetite. Pork and beans! And a raggedy old vest. Hey, you know what? I should cook up that pork and beans. Okay, don't want to waste this torch. I could just do the searching in the morning, but what if I find something that's relevant here and now? Well, I didn't, so away my torch goes. And what a difference it is. Alright, no kidding. Let's just cook this thing up while we have it. Very late Aurora, but we're going to be sleeping a long time tonight, that's for sure. Just give me that, and I'm quite confident that that will be lovely and done for me. Here's my bed, and let's just make sure we're good to sleep. I'm not going to eat these pork and beans just now, but I will drink everything I can. Yep. Getting better. It was worth the diversion here. I've gotten a lot stronger due to, well, filling my belly for one, taking care of my health for two, and being well rested at a good time of day for making the migration in the morning. Gonna have a quick poke of my nose outside before I finish off my sleeping. Shepherd needs a lot of rest. I very quickly take a drink just to prevent damage from thirst. But yeah, that would have fully healed me on Interloper. Didn't do it there. And there's my boiled water and my pot. I'm at 25 out of 30 kilo capacity. It's a good time, but I'm still going to sleep and then get moving. I'm going to sleep 2 hours. Maybe I don't need to fully sleep. I have coffees if I desperately need more energy, but 2 hours a kip to mostly fill up my stamina bar. My fatigue bar, rather. There's a distinct stamina and fatigue bar. But there we go, late afternoon. I could even sleep for another hour if conditions are bad outside. Wasn't there something on the shelf by the door? It was just a decorative thing. I assure you it wasn't anything real, but you know what? Better to assure you that that is just nothing. I don't know, it's a toilet roll tube or something. I'll leave these goods, of course, here. And I should make a note. What's this place called again? It would have flashed up with a name just there, but... well, never mind. Pleasant Valley. Then also, what was it? I think it's like Draft Dodger. Draft Dodger cabin has rabbit pelts. Yeah, it's 3 of them. 3x. Oh crap! What the heck? X? X is a hotkey when you're typing? That can't be right. X. What? No way, no way, no way. No way, I've done X here before. Oh well, whatever. Draft Dodgers cabin. 3 rabbit pelts. 3 guts, 1 birch sapling. Done. That can't be right. You write, you go in, you type X, and it takes you out. That doesn't seem right. Is that a Dougall's mod or a base game thing? Madness. Anyway, let's not have that take away from... Check that spelling. You didn't spell birch. They're right next to each other. I'll be okay. That's how we play Guess Who, don't you know? Alright, I spent a fair few sticks. I don't want to spend time sorting out my journal because the game does not pause when you're journaling. There are wolves over here. I'm just going to have to cope with that. I need to make my way up here. Look, she's only going to moan about the thirstiness if I don't give her something to drink. There you go. Nice bright day, but it's nowhere near as warm as yesterday. Wind chill of 10, ambient of 17. Feels like minus 14 to us. These skiing jackets are good, but they're no miracle workers. Always want to be careful cresting hills like that. If there was a wolf on the other side, it would have gone bananas. Possible birch bark, possible find down here, worth a little bit of a detour. Some wood for burning. I don't like reclaimed wood much, but it burns for a wee bit of time, just doesn't give a lot of temperature. This is what I'm more interested in. Give me the birch bark. Give me the birch bark. Gonna get a replacement stone if you don't mind. Figures there'd be doggykins around here. Shepherd already moaning about the cold, nothing new. And I might just leave the wolf behind. Doesn't look like there's anything. Oh, there's a bunch of sticks by him. That could actually be birch bark. Hard to tell. I'll leave him be. He's got a friend over here. I need to get moving, right? I can't get distracted by every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Hope I'm going the right way. If I've overshot the downed plane, I'm gonna feel like a right fool. Isn't there a stash in that boat? Maybe. I didn't notice one. I think right now I could stop and fill in my journal, but the wolf would still be closing in on me. Opportunity to make the wolf fight that deer for me. It's a pretty good one, but this is an excellent time to travel. I don't want to waste time until night time harvesting that deer. I really wonder if I'm going the right way. If nothing else, the deer would get the wolf off my back. I think I've overshot in a big way. I think I'm actually turning around and starting to head south here. meaning I've way overshot the way up to the plane, but I think there's another way through here. If I go up here and then take a right, I'll be alright.
My fingers feel numb.
I know it's cold, Shepard, right? I do not need further elaboration on how cold it is. Only feels like -6 now when we're out of the wind, so quit your belly aching. If your fingers feel numb, try sitting on them. Or maybe have Banjo-Kazooie do a ground pound on them. Walking on inclines like this, you see a little red mark in the bottom right, means I might snap my delicate Canadian ankles or wrists. It's quite unlikely if you're not overweight, but we managed to do it anyway. Well, I want to remain able to run, so I'm actually going to bandage up my foot. Shepard's still going to complain about the pain, and we'll have a bit of blurry vision. And of course it happens right when we get through the nasty part there. Distorts the audio as well, by the way. Yeah, I gotta keep the speech recognition on. It knows when to give me things I ask for, but it also has a sense of humor. And yeah, you can break all your ankles and all your wrists just climbing these inclines. I don't know, maybe we're climbing this thing like Lanky Kong. Now I think I'm on the right track. I don't like this hypothermic risk though.
Freezing.
I'm tempted to stop and start a fire just to warm up a touch. It's a good idea, it only costs 1 match and it's going to spare me a lot of health, but I always like to be productive when I do that. So maybe I could get that wolf to hunt the deer that I think I saw over here. Well, I thought I saw a deer over here. There's also a little cave over here for potentially warming up. If nothing else, checking out, unless there's a bear inside here. I'm pretty sure it's a bear cave. Oh. Alright, what were you eating? It was just a rabbit, but you know what? I could do with some rabbit. You come with me. Let's hope there's no bear in here, or no bear about to come here. We'll warm up at the back. Set down a wee fire. Cook up this rabbit, and then get moving some more. I can't afford to be here all day. Yeah, painkillers will get rid of the blurriness, but the pain effect has no actual effect in the game. It's just a visual, so it's not worth wasting painkillers on.
Didn't work.
I might need those painkillers for something, you know, real. Ugh, don't like spending ages trying to start fires. It's burning my torch. I can't believe how much I value torches now. It's unreal.
Come on, little fire.
You'd never normally care this much about torches. Shepard's so bad at starting a fire. This is unreal. Oh, come on, Shepard. I don't have unlimited tinder. I've got a good amount, but not unlimited.
Come on.
Spends time warming up, enjoying that rabbit, and then carrying on. I don't think I'll take the rabbit gut or hide. I just want its meat. Maybe warm up myself a cup of tea and then get moving with a cup of tea.
That guy who drank his own pee.
There we go. Fire up this fire a bit with some sticks. Warm up a touch. Oh wow, there's not a lot of meat left on this thing, but some meat beats no meat. I really want to try this No Free Torches run. Did you upload the mod? It's not mine to upload, but it's on GitHub. It's Von Dougal's TLD Quality of Life mod on GitHub. Gonna carry this rabbit just to hopefully bring the wolf over here. I need to spook the guy. Otherwise, nice to warm up. Like I said, I was gonna warm up a cup of tea. I want the warming up bonus from the cup of tea whilst I make my migration over. In fact, I could cook up loads of tea in case things go really south. And then keep it in my thermos, which I keep forgetting that I have. Okay, the wolf doesn't seem too interested. I'll take the fire with me just for a wee bit to dissuade him from from following me further. Oops, shouldn't have done that. That's right, I was a little bit low on tinder. Let us craft up that newsprint. There we go. Just take that with me. Birch bark, birch bark, birch bark. Water's almost boiled. Where's that thermos at? What does it even count as? Here we go. Oh, it's currently got my cold coffee in it. Alright, get that coffee out of here, get the birch bark in there. And now I've got birch bark that's hot whenever I need it. Lovely. It looks a little grimmer out there right now, doesn't it? Just eat down our freshly cooked rabbit for very few calories. And then I'll just drink my blazing hot birch bark for now. Get some water out of it, but more importantly I want the warming up bonus. Give me the water, give me my pot. I'm going to take a fire with me just in case, because I know there are wolves out there. But I'm really quite keen on getting myself some more... Wasn't anything in this cave, right? I really need more torches. 2 torches, although they're good quality, are not going to make my run for me. It means I'm going to spend a lot more matches as well. The implications of limited torches are really cool. Hello, Wolfiekin. This is why I brought my torch. The hot commodity in Canada. Torches. Small chance that I find myself a bedroll over here. I've certainly found a bedroll in the little blind over here before. Grabbing sticks as and when I see them. Well, I remember there being a blind over here. I'm sure I'm not wrong, so where is it? What's the premise of this challenge? People are giving me custom menus to put in each location. I've got to make them. But it's a long campaign in order to achieve that, because there's a lot I need to manage to get that far. I need to get strong enough, I need to get skilled enough, I need to be able to survive, I need to source the ingredients, so we're probably going to be combing the entire map, possibly more than once. One time to get all the gubbins, and another time to actually make and place all the recipes. Alright, you know what, I'm going to put this torch out. It's costing me a little too much in terms of the torch durability. I'm almost tempted to run. Am I going the right way? Why do I still feel like I'm going the wrong way? No, I'm the right way. Right, there's a hunter blind over there. Now I know exactly where I am. I did overshoot this by a long way. That's what I get for not having the maps completely memorized. Ah, man, do love games that just have me thrust into the cold like this. Pain blocking my sound is actually kind of detrimental here. Another thermos.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Well, I certainly don't need 2 of them. Yeah, I'm not going to take that. It's not worth the wait. Unless there's some good reason to have more of them. I suppose I could thermos different kinds of drinks, but it doesn't seem worth the inventory wait. Take it with you for the shop. Yeah, I'm not doing the shopkeeper run, so... I'm not going to be hoarding every single thing I can. I might not actually do the plane here. Might not be worth the time or the effort. Well, actually, could be. Because there's an abandoned prepper cache here, which if nothing else I can sleep in. Should have enough calories to make it through the night in. That gives me an opportunity to completely loot the plane. But another school of thought is the plane only has clothes, and I have pretty good clothes right now. So I think I'll just keep moving. I'll push my way all the way over to Timberwolf's...
I would drink almost anything about now.
Timberwolf's wee shack thing by, I think it's called Crystal Lake. Ooh, salty crackers, amazing find. They are the most calorifically dense food in the game, I believe. Weighing in at something crazy like 6,000 calories per kilogram. Alright, alright. Now I can regret putting out my fire. Prepper's abandoned cache. Okay, maybe we can look around here well enough. With what little residual light there is. Ooh, excellent. Oh, I feel so vindicated for leaving behind my other gloves. Right, improvised hand wraps. I'll just carry you around and... Well, you know what? I'll just leave them here. It's not even worth the wait. I was thinking I could keep them for cloth, but I got plenty of cloth as it is. That was a good find. Work gloves are pretty good. There are better gloves out there, but generally work gloves will do you until you can make your own rabbit gloves. Like wearing wee rabbits on your hands. The shop run sounds like an excuse for people that can't manage inventory and hoard everything. It's a good challenging run because I coupled it with Ultraloper, meaning my resources were very limited, and on the rare occasion where I did find good resources, I had to hoard them for my shop. I made a shopping list of all the things I needed to get.
I could eat a horse.
It's hard to see here, but it's not too hard. Still have a poke around here. Really having to strain my eyes to see things. I mean, they're technically visible, but can I perceive them? Ah, here we go, another file cabinet. Could be anything in this file cabinet. Could be even more matches for my vast match collection. Alright, did I make a note of all the stuff I left in the farm? No, I did not. So, farmhouse, various ingredients, many matches, and bits and bobs. I can't hit the X key when I'm typing here, it's madness. Okay, the workbench. Anything cool on the workbench? A metal pail without anything in it. No? Alright. In that case, I just get moving. Unless there's something else I want to do here. I am kind of warm, which is worth considering. But I think what I would sooner do is just get moving. Yeah, I can sleep things off at the cabin. Maybe not, actually. The cabin's kind of cold. You can freeze to death in that cabin. Because it's got a missing ceiling. But if I don't stop there, where will I go? Oh, hang on, I just alt-tabbed into my blindingly bright... my blindingly bright menu there. The actual menu, the one with all the foodstuffs in it. Just thinking where I go. I know I'm at the north end of Pleasant Valley right now. In fact, we can look at it on the map. There we go. I'm at the top end of Pleasant Valley, about to transition into Timberwolf Mountain. Timberwolf Mountain has that wee cabin. But I might not be warm enough in that cabin. That's what I'm considering. It can get very cold in there. And it takes a lot of fire to keep a fire going in there, which might not be unthinkable. Ash Canyon does have places to go, though. Ash Canyon's a different story altogether. You know what? This is something I can think of after a short water break. I will be back in just a couple of minutes. There we go, much better. But it doesn't tell me what I'm going to do here. I think I will push forward to the lake at Timberwolf. I'm going to be so tired. I gotta climb a rope and make my way down. But yeah, I think I'll climb a rope, make my way down, have a fire there, warm everything up while I'm there. My thermos... Where's my thermos come under anyway? Tools, apparently. Got my birch bark tea nice and warm in there for now. So yes. I can also drink a coffee to keep myself going better. Alright, we'll go for it. We're making our transition to Timberwolf. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's only -10. And I have a slight warming up bonus, right? No, not anymore. Okay. Right, these can be a bit... You know what, I think I will actually just drink my coffee. Drink coffee and power on through Shepherd. Let's go. Coffee's great at helping you do these ascensions. Anything here? There's a log and stuff, but I don't want to stop and pick it up. Because look at my maximum carry capacity versus my current weight. I actually just make it up to the top before getting sprain risk. Now let's keep moving. Doesn't stop me grabbing every stick I see. Well, maybe not every stick. I can't afford to diverge from the path. But I will need stuff to keep things nice and warm and toasty over in the hut. But there's a fair bit of firewood there. I think overall I'll be fine.
Sure getting cold.
I'm aware, Shepherd. I am well aware of the cold. I think I can afford a little bit of damage on the way over there. A little bit of damage, and then I can have a cup of tea or something along the way. Which I wanted to make my way there. The big thing that I'm getting out of this is the backpack. The technical backpack in Ash Canyon is huge. Right, you know what? Enjoy your birch bark tea for now. A little bit of calories, good amount of hydration, bit of heat, and that warming up bonus to stop me getting too cold. So we are tapping into those bonuses. Don't know why it decides to give you that benefit thing right in the square of your screen, like they really don't want you to miss it. I'm aware, I did consume it with that in mind. This weather's a bit grim, but it could be a lot grimmer. Could be windier, could be colder, could be heavier snow. I'm sure the game is just waiting for an opportunity to do all of those to us. And yes, A20 yesterday was a heart victory. Some people were disgusted by the way I attained that victory, but it was a very stressful and mentally taxing, mentally exhausting run for me. Having to constantly be thinking all the time about every move like that. More often than not, way at the bottom of my deck where my Wraith form's hiding. But all in all, it came together. Even though I'm getting really cold, I'm not running because I have to be wary of my fatigue and I don't want to drink my other coffee. That other coffee is there for emergencies. Some people might wonder, Jake, are you going to go and do the summit? And I don't know yet. Might do the summit on the way back rather than on the way towards Ash Canyon. And the summit requires you to be fairly well equipped for it. So definitely the technical backpack would help more. Totally deserved. Yeah, what, after like 7 hours of streaming. 7 failed attempts to finally get one that succeeds. Spoilers if you didn't watch it and want to, but I don't tend to put those on YouTube. Actually, I did put this one on YouTube. Gotta keep the victories on YouTube after all. Right, hopefully I don't get lost here. It's hard to miss the giant lake here in Timberwolf, especially coming from this direction. So I was talking about the snow could be heavier. Well, it couldn't now. I think this is the heaviest the snow can be without a blizzard. Let's make my clothes wet, which makes me heavier, makes me colder. Cold, wet clothes, funnily enough, don't insulate quite so well. Grab some rose hips along the way because rose hips are very rare on these settings and people do want rose hip pies in their big meals.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I'm aware, Shepherd, right? I'm not unaware of the circumstances. I have eyes. I'm now over 5 kilos overweight. And it's only getting more overweight as Shepherd gets more and more tired. And to make matters worse, I'm burning all these calories without much to show for it. You only regain health incredibly slowly, I might add, if you have all of your needs met. And since I don't have my need for warmth met, that's not counting. Which means this journey would be better to do starving, and then I should eat up when I'm at the destination. But I have some cattails, I have my pork and beans. I will be okay. I just need to get down to the lake. Lake is infested with wolves, so hopefully the wolves give me an easier time. It's okay to use a torch. After all, I need the torch to light the fire anyway.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Good old Moni Shepherd. Alright, we're at the lake. Lake also has a fair amount of cattails normally. It probably has about a half to a third of the cattails on these settings. Alright, come on, bust a move, Shepherd. At least the pain has subsided. But yeah, our condition is falling like a rock. And again, we don't regain condition particularly well through sleeping. A good night of sleep on Interloper can heal about a third, more than a third, maybe 2/5 of your health bar. Making it very profitable to wander around, take loads of damage from cold and starvation, and just sleep it all away. It works wonders. I do want to scour the lake, but not in these conditions. Not when it's so cold, not when I'm so slow and tired and so overburdened. Alright, now Shepherd, come on. In you go. Is it warm in here? It is barely warm in here. Sweet. I can't guarantee it'll stay that way through the night, so I will be starting a fire, but for now this is good for Shepherd. There's another ski jacket, because I didn't have enough ski jackets. The ones I have are in better condition than that, so I'm not going to take it, but cool to find. A journal that I won't read. Nothing in here. Oh, it's getting colder. I should probably start that fire immediately. A bit of food with my name on it. Some matches. Always want more matches, right? Firewood, 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 firewood. Let's just get that fire going for now, shall we? Like I said, I'm probably going to need this fire burning through the night, or else I could easily freeze through the night. And since it's an actual setup like this, it's not going to be blown out by anything. If I start a campfire outside, it could be blown out, but things like fireplaces, fire drums, stoves, those will never be blown out. There's even an exposed even an exposed fireplace from a broken building out at the Forlorn Airfield. That's not the name of it, but it's some kind of airfield. Forgotten airfield. Oh, for God's sake, Shepherd, how can anyone be this bad at starting a fire indoors in a pre-made fireplace? Are you some kind of city slicker?
Come on, little fire. Come on.
How? How is she so bad? This is burning through my tinder, you know? I have to use tinder until I reach level 3.
Come on, little fire.
Although, I wonder if this difficulty mod changes it so you still need tinder beyond level 4. For God's sake. How many 60% failures is that now? You don't get any experience from fire starting if you fail to start your fire as well, so come on. There we go.
Perfect.
I'm not too worried about the time I spent there. I'm worried about losing the torch that I had. Alright, I'm going to burn a lot of this stuff. The reclaimed wood, the fir firewood. Give me a nice long fire, please. While I'm considering my options, I'm going to make water. I'm going to leave some water for me here as well. Another firearm cleaning kit. These things are bugged on custom mode. They spawn. Interlopers had all this, Hinterland have all this time to fix it and they still haven't. Newsprint to replace some of my lost tinder there. Anything in the wee hatch? A cooking pot. Ooh, and a granola bar. And another message, a memento hint for something. Alright, well that pot's a pretty cool find. Let's shove it over here. This point I should probably just eat up my banged up pork and beans. Yep, num 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 time. Delicious. Alright, warming up rather nicely. Conditions are pretty grim out there, so I don't particularly want to go out and explore a bit. The fire is barely overcoming the ambient temperature. Might be able to sleep handily like this regardless. Gonna let my snow get done. I might have a wee gander outside, especially around the sides of this place. Do I have anything to ditch indoors here? Gonna leave a flare. Just in case I come back here and I'm desperate for a flare. I'm going to leave behind a pack of matches. I know I found them here, but I don't need this many matches. I'm gonna leave 9 matches here. Just leave all the tools here on the tool thingamajigger. Don't need this old shirt, this hoodie, this down vest. They can all just stay on the ground unceremoniously. That's a hefty amount of sticks. Could you keep a bunch of these sticks here for possible future use? And I don't need this many cans. Guess I'll keep them next to here because I can instantly grab them and use them for the fireplace. I don't even want 2 cooking pots. I'll keep 1 cooking pot, 1 can, and maybe grab the other cooking pot on the way back. Alright, alright. Satisfied with what I see so far. Gonna eat this old granola bar. There's usually at least 1 tool in here. Mag lens under the bed. Granted, it's hard to see in this kind of condition, but you know what? Grabbing a mag lens would be a pretty nice power boost. No longer relying on matches constantly. But I don't see any tools. This torch is going to die on me. And then I will be down to only 1 torch. No siree, no mag lens. Have a quick look outside. These torches are goner anyway. Without torches, what's your usual source of light and heat? The lantern is great to find. It competes with torches for using your oil, but it lasts a long time and it doesn't require a match to light up, so I think it's a pretty good one. Alright, good enough. Out you go. Let's get that door closed, although it doesn't affect the warmth. Holster that, I'll grab my water once it's done. You're done. And just leave the cooking pot there. You'll be done in 12 minutes, and then we're just going to eat and drink and sleep. Might be something in the fishing hut. Yeah, I'll go and check that. I might actually put on a bit more firewood, just to ensure that this fire goes very well through the night. If I do wake up and it's cold, it surely won't be so cold that I instantly die. But I don't want to burn so much on this fire. So yes, that will be done. I think I'll eat my other granola bar. I'll eat these crisps. Get some calories in poor shepherd's belly. Maybe leave behind a cup of herbal tea here. Never know, I might come back here desperate for health, and that's my way to sleep and get my health back. I'm keeping my birch bark, though. Alright, good enough. Keep the potable water, keep the pot, keep that going, and let's just drink up and sleep up. 8 hours incoming. Hopefully we wake up and it's not freezing cold. Could be, though. Journal while you wait? Nah. Oh god. Oh dear lord. It got very cold through the night. Look at my temperature. I mean, who would have thought there's a hole in the ceiling, but oh boy. I regrettably need to start another fire. Okay. Why does it say my only torch is at 6? There we go. Get this better torch out. Oh, I see why. It went full on blizzard. You can survive with this with very good clothes, but it does make this a pretty grim place to spend the night. Oh boy, I don't have a lot of tinder.
Did I say I hate being cold?
You might have mentioned it once or twice, Shepard. Boy, this is grim conditions. If I don't make this fire, I'm going to use my accelerant on the second one. Accelerant on a proper fireplace is madness, though. But what can I say? Shepard is terrible at starting fires. See, she just needed a bit of pressure.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. God, I'd eat anything.
Holy Christ, it's cold. Here, have some coal. Is that coal even gonna be enough? Have some more sticks as well. There we go. Overcome the ambient. Yeah, it's only in the prepper cache. I actually don't know where the prepper cache is in Timberwolf Mountain. I'm sure I've found it, but I'm even more sure that I have forgotten it. What a grim condition to wake up to. Don't know how long this is going to last for either, but now I'm at the mercy of my burnables. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put on a lot of water. A lot. There we go, a lot of water. I'm gonna sleep for 2 hours. Yeah, I put a lot of sticks in the hatch, but the idea is to save them for if I come crawling back here in a bad situation. Alright, there we go. Still blizzarding. I did put on low temperature variants to cause this exact situation. I actually want to be in a situation where I'm pinned down and I have to eat into my time and resources. I suppose time is a resource. And just generally be at the mercy of it. I'm going to put on another hour worth of water on each and sleep for another hour. High temperature variance is the normal for Interloper, but I disagree with that being harder. I think weather. I think low weather variance is better because it can force this. Because normally if you have a blizzard, you just wait an hour, it'll go away. I want blizzards to pin me down, forcing me to make hard decisions. Well, goodbye granola. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Nothing forcing me to eat right now. Give me the water, give me the water. Guess I'm going to be tapping into those sticks then. Give me back 20 of those. Get another 2 hours of fire going on here, and I'll just do my water 1 hour at a time. I want to be flexible. Got a lot of water now, at least I got that going for me. I know this isn't the most well-arranged safe house there is, but for now it's just bits and bobs, isn't it? And there we go, so in our journal we say Timberwolf Mountain, lake cabin. Let's get this fixed while we're at it. Water, sticks, misc, matches. So I've got a general idea of what I can come back to. Most importantly, it tells me I'm not going to find food coming back here. If I have some miscellaneous junk, matches, water, And some sticks. Not a lot of sticks, though. Almost not enough to justify writing sticks in there, is it? Is it light enough to read? Yeah, as long as on the bar at the top right, which you can't see because of chat, as long as the sun on your time counter is has its horizontal arrows above the horizon, it's light enough to read. I'm not stepping out in that, hell no. Heck no, let's just nap for a little bit longer. See, when a day is bad, just sleep. The bad day goes away. Boiling dry, let's make another 1 hour's worth of water. Jesus, this is grim. I like it. Right, I know I sound like I'm moaning about it, like I am the very shepherd I complain about, but I'm liking it. I like the way this sucks. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Look at that.
Nobody needs this anymore.
A lot of people have asked for Summit sodas on their menus. I might leave this one Summit soda just to have a single source of reasonable calories if I come crawling back here in a bad time. I don't have any books to read though. The sewing premiere has already been fully read. What can I do with my time? I can prepare a bit more of my birchy barky. Might even cook up some birch bark. Yeah, I can tear the crates apart for fuel, and I'm not beyond doing so. That's still melting away. Not much left of that torch, but there's a little bit left in the torch. You know what, it's costing me more than it's doing. Let's just get the stick out of it. Get those racial mushrooms.
Where can I find something to eat?
Well fed? Hell no. Hell no. Make some more tinder. I can't believe how much I carved my way through my tinder. Oh, looks like making all that has let the storm subside. Still snowing, still unpleasant out there, but it's better. Let's stick our fit. Oh god, it's still grim though, isn't it? Feels like minus 20. Take the opportunity to grab some sticks. It's not good traveling time, that's for sure. I'd rather wait even longer. What I will do is it'll be warm enough inside my home even without the fire. I'm fairly certain of that, although I can check. I'm going to do a quick jump over to check this. And then I'm going to sleep another couple hours before I get going for more. Oh, there's a deer over there. It'd be cool if that deer were something I could consume, but I don't see a wolf around here. Got anything for me? Got a note. The canyon, blah blah blah. Okay, sewing kit. Lantern! Big, good find lantern. Toque is a little less good, but the lantern's amazing. Now I am not at the mercy of torches and matches to make my way through dark areas. Very nice. So a quick gander over here for cattails. I don't see any cattails. Boy, the settings for this really ramp it down. I said it was maybe half or a third, but I think it's maybe 1/4 of the regular amount of cattails on these settings. My stamina is brutalized by even a short amount of running as well. Grab you, your tinder, your food. There's more over there. Gotta be careful, my fire's gonna run out and my water's gonna boil over. Yeah, normally this place is absolutely saturated with cattails, but not today. On lower difficulties you can actually find a hatchet embedded in the wood here. A proper hatchet, not a makeshift one that you do in the forge. One that was actually made in perhaps industrial settings. Alright, Shepherd, come on, we'll get you back to the lovely warm fireplace. There we go. Just in time for the water. Said I was going to sleep for another couple of hours, right? So let's go and stick on enough sticks for a couple of hours. Put on 2 hours worth of water. And hit the hay after we consume a single cattail. What a feast, Shepherd. Jake, why are you back at the Long Dark? Have you not done all there is to be done in this game? Nah. I wanted to wait on the DLC being finished, but it's going at a glacial pace. This'll do nicely though. Lovely conditions, nice and clear. Water's ready, water's ready. I will take one cooking pot with me. I don't need to bring the fire with me. Let's leave behind enough stuff that we have plenty of carrying capacity. Nobody needs 4 or so liters of water in their backpack. Probably should have prepared or warmed up some of my drinks for this journey, but I'll make do. It's a pretty good argument, actually. Could you cook up my racial tea? Actually, rather than doing that, couldn't I just properly cook some racial tea? There we go. I think I was properly cooking up regardless. Could smash that apart, but I don't see any compelling reason to do so. 15 sticks, I'll leave behind 5. I'm sure I'll find more on my journeys. I'm sure I'll find a lot more. Here, take even more. Why do I have all this scrap metal? I don't need the scrap metal, that's for sure. I'll need it later, but not now. Goodbye, goodbye, and might keep 1 to fix my hacksaw. Could be useful. Could be useless. Otherwise, stay well hydrated, and let's get ready to move. I'm full on health, so Shepard is actually going to go hungry right now, despite my earlier talk about how it's an interesting run because I have to stay fed. Well, right now, I don't really. Leave behind a sewing kit for future whoever is here. Maybe we're gonna dunk a book here. Just, 1 book. I need to remember to burn this. Alright, racial tea get, and where is that thermos of mine? Let's get that birch bark tea out of it, get the racial tea in there. I can enjoy that later on. Let's get moving, shall we? I'm pretty underweight, which is good. I got decent food supplies, all things considered. That storm lantern is 40% full, 42% full. Alright, conditions are good. Downside is I'm not that familiar with Timberwolf Mountain. Pretty sure I single region survived this, but that doesn't mean I remember what I did. When do you think you'll start making the meals? Oh, jeez. Probably not until after I've been to all of the lower Great Bear regions. Because I need to do that traveling in order to get the supplies that I need, do the foraging, and just generally be a better survivor. The less abstract answer is when I'm self-reliant, when I have a bow, when I don't worry about immediate survival needs, that's when I'll start focusing on it. But it would be bonkers to focus on it now. I don't have the skills to cook the goods, I don't have the ways of getting the moose steaks or bear steaks. So consider that more of a mid-game goal. The early game goal is far more just regular play. I think Timberwolf Mountain is one that you specifically didn't yet do for single region survivor. Other people know my own content better than I do. I think I need to go in this general direction to make my way over to Ash Canyon. I'm not going to be going for that. You can see the wreck up there, a downed plane. Part of the downed plane is up there. Not for me for now. It's a distraction. It's a really good distraction. There's a lot of good stuff up there. You can find a fire starter, which is a much more compact version of matches. Has a lot of uses, but it weighs as much as a single box of matches. If you find it at 100% condition, you can use it 50 times, I believe. It's also got a lot of foodstuffs. I think you can also find a flare gun up there. Yeah, it's good. It's real good. I really can't remember my way around here. But I think I need to head over in this general direction. Conditions are great. Boy, I wish I had a mag lens. And I wish I could still pull torches. I need oil pretty badly, actually. I can't get oil without cooking fish or finding a jerry can or finding very rare small cartons of oil. So I only have 1 torch. That puts me at a great mercy of wildlife. And Clue is in the name about what kind of wildlife you find in Timberwolf Mountain. That's right, bears. Bears are everywhere here. The lesser known timber bear. I also can't rest anywhere because I don't have a sleeping bag. So I need to get to Ash Canyon. Meaning I need to find my way to Ash Canyon. I seem to recall you dying here, Baron. I seem to recall laughing at it a fair bit. Not maliciously, just in general enjoyment. Some birch bark over there. Birch bark is a very good thing, so it's difficult to justify avoiding, but there's also a bear over there. Aforementioned issues with torches and fires. Big issue getting up to the summit is shepherds out of breath lifting a tissue up their nose, let alone climbing a tree, or climbing a rope rather. You're completely right. Shepherd is aggravatingly exhausted by everything. I don't know if I'll have to climb a rope on my way over to Trash Canyon. It's not impossible. What in the world is this route I'm taking anyway? If I'd actually brought some charcoal, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to map here just to get an idea of where I am. Echo Peak East. That name is promising. I'm going to take some old man beard with me in case I need or want it. Huh. Yeah, I think I know where I am. I need to cross over here, but where can I cross over here? Don't really want to bounce my way down. Looks kind of deadly. Ah, here we go. There's a path down. Don't break your glass ankles, Shep. The Batarian menace yet draws breath. We need you. The galaxy needs you, Shepherd. You are meant to go down this, right? Yeah, I think you're meant to go down and across at some point. Actually, if I follow across here, I'm pretty sure there's a bridge that I can take. I think I just spotted it there when I was gandering over in that direction. Also, gonna drink my racial tea while it's still hot. There we go, get some hydration, get some straight up warmth, and get the warming up bonus. I did not want to take cold damage here. Not on such a lovely day. It's fine, you can justify taking cold damage when the weather is miserable, but when the weather is good, why take cold damage? There's no good reason. It's easier to deal with after all. Alright, Shep, let's, uh-oh. Easy now, easy now. I didn't even want to go down here, but I've locked myself in, haven't I? Well, there goes the wrist, but the wrist is okay. You can't use a bow if one of your wrists are sprained, but we don't have a bow. You also can't use a rifle if one of your wrists are sprained. Well, we don't have a rifle either, and we never will. You can still use a throwing stone and a revolver, and a flare pistol if you have one injured wrist. Yeah, I took a wrong turn here. I should have gone up and around. That bear threw me off. And I know the bear is still there. Alright, alright. Holy smokes! Forget the bears, it's our good friend Wolfie. Damn, he's right on me when I wanted to be here picking up birch bark. It's quite close as well, I really want to be harvesting birch bark, but here's my idea. If I flirt a little bit with the bear, I should be able to get the wolf off my back. Wolf sees bear, wolf goes, no, 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 thank you, sir. Lord Barrington. There we go, hear him whimpering? He saw the bear and thought, it is not my time to tango. Oh, but he's running right into the way that I want to go. Could I go further this way and still be okay? Truly, I don't know. I think I need to go this way. I think over here is a dead draw, so to speak, but birch bark is never a dead draw. Also, I can hack this thing open thanks to my hacksaw. Don't mind me, Lord Barrington. I am doing this for both of us, I assure you. Why does this have to take so long? Hurry up, Shep. Oh, that's some good finds right there. Hurry up, Shep. Pinnacle peaches galore. Good enough. Let's move. There we go. That was really good, though. Some people were requesting herbal tea in their menu sets, so now I've got the herbal tea. Getting quite heavy with the stuff I'm finding here. I need to make sure I drop it off in a decent location. I'll have the technical backpack for later on, so that's okay-ish. Right, let's stop pushing our luck, shall we? Let's actually make some moves towards Ash Canyon. Plants are safe. Plants are safe. Mom says you can't tag me here. Birch bark trees are safe. There's a cave over there, but I'm not so convinced I need to go and check it. Grateful for the clear time right now. Oh, you can't climb with a sprained wrist. That's worth noting. I don't remember if there's a forced climb heading over to Ash Canyon from here or not. There's a lot of problems with forced climbs. If you have broken ribs, you can't climb. And we enjoyed 2 sets of broken ribs during our shopkeeper run. I tried to hunt a moose. I did hunt and kill and eat the moose, but I had fewer ribs in my chest when I was enjoying the fruits and meats of my labors. What are the bears eating, aside from Jake? I guess they would strip the bark off of trees and chew on that. They will hunt smaller creatures. I guess they also would be salvaging what they can. But bears eat damn near anything. I think bears have a more varied diet than even humans. Oof, God, I thought that was a wolf right there on the stump. I would say you had more ribs after the moose encounter because they were nicely fractured. It depends how we're counting them. But yeah, it takes a lot of bandages and, most importantly, time to heal some broken ribs in this game. And time isn't always a resource you've got. I think this is my way across. This downed tree affords me a way over without going down into the ravine. It's more of a canyon than a ravine, I suppose. By the way, looking down helps crossing, as we all know. This is possibly the only good use of depth of field I've ever seen. The hazy bits on the edge of the map to immerse you in the pain from your broken wrist. If I were so inclined, I could eat this corpse. I'm not so inclined, but I will take the feathers from the birds that are circling around this corpse. A very wooden looking feather. There's a bunny, 2 bunnies. I could really have a feast here. I will not, though. The conditions are too good. I need to keep moving. I also need to find where I get to Ash Canyon from. Actually, I think I can enter Ash Canyon from the ravine down there, and it probably would have been the cleverer way to enter Ash Canyon. Yeah, I forgot. There is a transition down there. Okay, but I'm pretty sure there's another way over here to get into Ash Canyon. Pretty sure, he says. Bears attack beehives to get the eggs and the larvae. It's tasting sweet. It's just a bonus. Well, they shouldn't make it so delicious for Lord Barrington, should they? Sounds like a them problem. Is this the way over to Ash Canyon? Gotta hand it to this game. It's really good at building a big world. Is this a transition cave? No, it's just a regular cave. But what's in the regular cave? Bit of wood? Take it. A pre-made campfire. There's no benefit to that. Shepherd can instantly make a campfire anywhere. Well, anywhere outdoors. Certain places are tagged as indoors and disallow it. It's indoor structures, really. Specific mines, inside houses. Most places it makes sense. Shepherd's starting to feel the chill now. Those are some ptarmigans. You can use fire-hardened arrows to pick them off. Or you can just lob a stone, hope that you hit them, but if you lob a stone, the rest of them just fly away. You'll need ptarmigans if you want to make broth. You'll need it for some recipes. I really think I've done myself in by taking this route into Ash Canyon, but that's alright. I'm sure we'll... Oh boy, that's a much taller rope than I was anticipating. I just found a load of coffee, so I'm not opposed to using a coffee to get up this. Coffee makes climbing ropes ever so much easier. The ravine entrance puts you by the fishing huts. You're heading towards the old birch-flavoured nightmare realms. Yeah, I have a vague idea in my head as where the... I think up the top there, and I take a right, there's a cave that leads me towards my birch-flavoured nightmare realm. And from there, it's not too far to the fishing hut. The fishing hut. The one I want to be in. But remembering my way there might be a little tricky. Alright, you know what? I could probably do this in one go without the coffee. Do I want the coffee anyway? I've still got a ways to go. I think I do. Just chug it down, Shep. Certainly no issues with dehydration here. Oh, right, yeah, the sprained wrist. Oh, wow, a deer was just killed in the distance, but I can hear the weather turning south, so I want to get over to Ash Canyon's fishing hut as soon as I can. Once I'm in Ash Canyon, everything's a lot better. There will be resources for me to enjoy, especially since I have my hacksaw. The fishing hut there is a terrific small base to have. There are plenty of cattails, certainly reduced for the difficulty setting, but still good. I need to make some more bandages though. Bad case scenario would be I break one of my glass ankles and then I can no longer run, and then things look a lot worse for me. Speaking of running, I should get some running done now to try and get over to Ash Canyon that bit faster. I think over in the distance there is the transition cave. He's not entirely convinced though, because it could be right here instead. Would you look at that? Here we go. This is my way to Trash Canyon. And this, I'm very happy to say, is taken care of with a lantern. Otherwise I would have had to burn my very precious torch. Good opportunity to pick up some more coal as well. I've been burning through a lot of my coal and I left some behind in key locations so that I know I've got plenty to burn. Also, you don't want to carry around lots of coal. It's very heavy to carry around in great quantity. I'm aware, Shepherd, right? Stop your moaning. You had a cup of coffee. To some people, a cup of coffee is breakfast. You got to have breakfast at, well, the end of the day. Nothing more depressing than having a bowl of cereal at 6 p.m. A cinnamon toast crunch really filled a gaping hole in my heart. I do love cinnamon toast. I think it's called cinnamon grahams these days. But I do also appreciate that it's just a load of sugar mush. Probably why it tastes so great. I haven't had cereal in quite some time though. I've transitioned to either porridge or muesli for breakfast. And that muesli is homemade. Or at least home assembled. Oats, flax, dried fruits. Very delicious, very filling. Shouldn't be talking about food actually, I'm kinda hungry. Oh boy. Something about playing Long Dark always evokes the hunger. Probably because poor Shepherd is always starving. Wonder if anybody else has started calling our Canadian wilderness master Shepherd. Just seems like the natural name to me. I don't usually take antiseptic with me, but I will. I'll just leave it in the Trash Canyon fishing hut. Antiseptic is a very heavy way to sterilize a wound. It weighs half a kilogram. So, you know, I'm just going to take it and leave it. Can't imagine when I would ever need it. Infections are rare enough. Infections that you are unable to deal with are almost unheard of. I've never had an infection without going out of my way to get it. Oh, hello. If I really wanted to, I could chow down on this wolf. I don't, though. Because a wolf is a cooking pot. Okay, well, you're certainly getting left in Ash Canyon. Getting way overburdened now, though. Well, not way. 2 kilos overburdened, but I'm getting more and more tired, so the burden will continue to grow. The burden of time. The challenge sandbox is to make a large meal and place it in a prominent location at every part of the map. How do I get out of here? This lantern's good, but it doesn't last forever. Is well-fed an option today? Not yet. I think well-fed will be an option once I have the bow. I'm not happy that I'm starving as much as I am, but I am starving within reason. Keeping my health high enough for it not to be a bother. I find it really hard to navigate in these caves, even with light. My sense of direction leaves a lot to be desired. And it could be that I already came this way. In fact, I think I came this way. So where have I not been? That's the way I came in. Okay, okay. So there was a turn that I didn't make. I think it was a left turn, actually. That, or there is no end to this cave, but I'm sure there's an end to this cave. How could there not be? Let's pick up the pace shepherd. We've got places to be. I'll be able to know that I haven't been away if there's still coal lying around, because I picked up all the coal along my way. What in the world? I was already here. I saw that corpse, sure. We're gonna get really tired here, and since I still have no bedroll, I can't just put my bedroll down and kip where and when I want. If I could, I'd be sleeping in a place like this, because it's nice and warm. This is where we found the wolf. Okay. There was no other way out. Uh-oh, what's going on? Wasn't there a ramp next to the wolf carcass? No. I mean, there's this, but we already saw ourselves coming through that area. Look at my lantern running out of fuel. Look at my weight limit going down. Right, tell you what I'm even going to do is go and refuel you with what little fuel I have. Because I already burnt through most of my fuel here. Yeah, we can just refuel an actively burning lantern, no problem. This is kind of a ramp up, but it's not our way out. There was a turn I didn't make, I'm certain of it. I'm just managing to get lost on myself constantly. I think I came through from here and turned left rather than trying this right. So where does this take me? No, I already came this way, so... Maybe I just need to go straight ahead. But I thought I squeezed through this already as well. And I could get lost in my own backyard. This is where the corpse was. I'm just back and forthing over and over again, aren't I? Now I'm back where the wolf was. What am I missing here? I'm gonna run out of fuel at this rate. This is completely blocked off. There is totally a path that I am somehow managing to blank out from my head. And I am burning the literal oil right now for it. This is the way I came in, right? Okay, how about we just start from the start? Getting knackered here. Okay, This is Timberwolf. Oh, this was the way out. Christ. Oh boy, then how did I? Okay, never mind. Don't sweat it. Just keep moving. Don't think about it. Put it out of your mind and get moving. Where am I? How do I get to the Ash Canyon base? Night is coming quickly. I think if I follow this way and then take a right, eventually I'll be fine. Hello, bunny. You would just attract some unwanted attention, so I'll leave you be. I know I'm overweight, but some extra sticks could be very handy. Not taking the rabbits, I'd be attracting all sorts of predator fun, which wouldn't be a problem if I had a bow. Haven't shot a bow in this game for a long time. Bow wasn't really an achievable thing in single region Survivor. I think Broken Railroad was the only possible map to get it, and there was about a 25% chance of finding the heavy hammer. Didn't find it, so never was able to forge in single region Survivor. That's a sigh of hunger, I believe. We've all been there. Goodness, looking forward to dinner now. It's 5:30. Still got my leftovers from yesterday. Well within today's calorie budget, because all I had was my breakfast so far. Which I had quite late, because I slept in big time thanks to Slay the Spire last night. Great run though. So much fun playing Slay the Spire. You know, I could be well convinced to just fire it up again, but the day is already passing me by. Need to win with Defect and Watcher now. You'd think Watcher would be the easiest. You'd probably be right. Alright, I should be very grateful that it's warm. I'm very grateful for wearing 2 jackets, that's for sure. 2 ski jackets. Very weird just having 1 torch. Makes it easier to scroll through to with the menus though. And thanks to Von Dougal's mod, it asks you if you want to use a match before you just quickly waste a match by accidentally clicking left click. Alright, we seem fine here. The pain has faded away. Probably due to the cold that we're experiencing. There's a lot of great places to explore while I'm here, but it's more important that I make my way towards the technical backpack as soon as I can. That plus 5 kilo carry capacity is more than it might seem. It's not just 5 kilograms. It's a flat bonus, so it helps you when you get so exhausted you can barely move. 30 to 35 kilos doesn't seem like a huge increase, but what about 15 to 20 kilos? That's a pretty big one. Also pushes up the upper amount that you can have and be overburdened and still do things like run. There's the birch forest in the distance, very good. I'll grab some birch, and Shepherd's going to be very grateful to get some shut-eye tonight, I think. Like I said, lots of good places to go around here, but we've got to make a beeline. Boy, you would be good to have, but no. Take the feathers up. Feathers are almost free. I'll need those for my arrows later on. Shot plenty of arrows, but I've never made any arrows before. Not something I've ever seen any need to do. I spy a bit of birch bark. I spy a bit of more birch bark.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
It's okay, Shepherd. I know exactly where shelter is. Oh, I spotted some more birch bark. Yep, I do. And it's worth it. Birch bark's so good. Ash Canyon birch bark is bugged at times. You could find giant pieces of birch bark, inconceivably large. It's exactly the same function and weight and everything else as other birch bark, but it's just very funny to see. Oh, they've removed that? No, no, and Darius. Oh, breaking my heart. We're getting so tired here, and as you can see, visibility is dropping like a stone. Even so, we're making use of our time here. We're not taking cold damage, that's the big thing. If I were taking cold damage right now, I would stop and make a fire. Or if I was close to taking cold damage, which admittedly I am, I wouldn't be stopping even for all this delicious birch bark. Surely. Gotta remember my one remaining torch is very limited. Yeah, nice bug fixes now. If they could kindly remove firearm cleaning kits from Interloper Customs, that would be great. Yeah, you're right. Some of these should be vehicle-sized bits of birch bark. I'm going to leave that one. I can't afford to turn back all the time here. I need to go down here, turn right, and make my way into the angler's den. I am considerably overweight now, which is making me very slow. I don't have any coffee to burst my way through all this. Yeah, I don't have my silent card burst to hand. Never even saw burst, did we? Burst would have worked well with nightmare. Still need 2 nightmares to make an infinite though. Alright, descending. I'm going to take some cold damage. I don't think I'm too worried about it yet though, because I'm pretty sure I'm quite close to the place I'm trying to get to.
Oh, so cold.
And it will be warm inside there. I'm not afraid to use my torch if there's... Where are all the wolves? I'm used to seeing so few wolves around here. Add an improvised pistol on the... No, I think you'd ruin Interloper by adding guns to it. At the very least, keep it an option. I don't want guns on Interloper. I want a very finite flare pistol for emergencies, which you cannot make ammo for. Otherwise, I want to need my bow. Look at that health of mine going down, but that's alright. We'll have a good long sleep and deal with our health problems tonight. I do like how rattling clanky it sounds as you move. Yeah, well, we've got a load of pots and pans and empty cans and all sorts around us, so it stands to reason. Am I going the right way now? I'm suddenly feeling like I'm pulling myself off. This doesn't feel right. Once I crest over this, I'll have a bit more of an idea of where I am. I don't want to term hypothermic, but it's not so cold that that's a problem. I think I might have No, I feel right, because the waterfall is over there, so I am popping out. This is actually a spawn location on Interloper, and it's a great spawn location. You actually are in a reasonable position to actually go for the technical backpack from here. Alright, I'm fine with that if you don't block my movement. Because over here is the... Yeah, there you are. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, waterfall over there. Follow the waterfall. Follow its frozen river, and you'll find Angler's placey place over here. I had considered using the locked doors mod, which could give me the situation where I get to the Angler's place and find it locked. But I think the point of that is that you can crowbar your way into them, and we have already found a crowbar. Come on now, I know it's around here somewhere. Taking actually quite a lot of damage here, but hypothermia is still a bit behind me. There we go, dead ahead. You can see the gable end. There's a lot of mods that add more recipes. Homebrewing beer, etc. Homebrewing beer sounds like it would take me out of the survival situation of all of this. It's impressive that this game has a modding scene, given how much the devs seem to abhor modding. Also, cheers, Tristan, although you do fall foul. We don't tend to emote around here very much. Keeps chat nice and legible. Alright, it was a bit of a quest, but we're here. Pushed through Timberwolf, pushed through Trash Canyon, and this is our resting point. We can warm up. Well, one thing we can't do is see. I don't have a lot of Storm Lantern left. So you know what? I don't think I'll use my Storm Lantern, because if you just go forward, turn left, and look down, there's your bed. What I do need to do is chow down. Gonna hold on to these Pinnacle Peaches for now, but let's eat this old granola bar. Let's eat ourselves a bunch of cattail stalks. And then we're going to drink up and sleep up. I'll hold on to that herbal tea for now. Alright, there we go. 8 hours of well-needed rest. Before I do, by the way, I'm pretty sure I have... Yeah, there we go. Birch saplings. Let those dry out here. There we go. Now I can see. Kind of. Wow, this is actually a lot of light for this time of day. Is it an aurora? Let's have a poke of a nose outside. That explains it. It is an aurora. Oh boy, and I hear and I see very angry aurora timber. Not timber, just aurora wolf. Look at that thing. Jeez, keep me away. Doors are safe. Okay. Let's continue to drink up. Drink up a lot more. How am I doing on water? Wow. I make so much water and I'm still low on water. Yeah, we're just going to sleep until it's reasonable morning time. What was that? So during an aurora borealis, probably, the wildlife gets very agitated and they will be much more aggressive and far harder to cow. Should be some matches. There we go, matches. Not going to take them, I'll just leave them right here. There's cloth, there's some simple tools, which I don't need. I have better than simple tools. So I don't need some spray paint either. There we go, arrowheads. I would like those arrowheads, and I will have those arrowheads. I'll store them in this trunk first, though. I'll take them on my way back. It'll speed up arrow making down the line. Well, marginally. I'd want to make a lot of arrowheads, more so than that. Yeah, get out of here. Like I said, I don't want both of these cooking pots, so I'm going to leave one right here. They are heavy after all. Ooh, a bit of coal. A bit of wood. These saplings will be drying out. I'll leave them very visibly pronounced over here. Much better condition now, though. I mean, sure, I'm hungry and I'm low on food, but condition is fantastic. We've warmed up, slept up. It's going to be a long journey today, but it's a journey we're going to get done. I'm going to bring that oil back with me. I don't plan on doing my cooking out here. A diary page about greedy miners. A tin of dog food. Don't think I'll eat that now. There should be food where I'm going, which is into the mine. Okay. Another book, which I don't need. Cardboard box. It's hard to see in here, but I can kind of see. You can get very lucky and get the elusive double matches in this building. We've been very lucky with matches as it is. I'm going to actually see if we can get that great luck. I don't see any extra matches though. Fine by me, and frankly I'd rather not waste my extremely limited oil in that thing. Damn, I wasted so much oil doubling back on myself. I need more water. I don't think that's a good enough reason to start my fire here, though. I can start my fire during my journey as long as the conditions are good. What is in the crate in the corner? You mean over here? I don't think there's anything in that crate. I certainly don't see anything in that crate. Okay, I'm going to triage my items and then get moving. I've been holding on to this Sewing Premier and never bleeding used it. I think I should just... well, you know, I'll burn it. I'll make an effort to burn it during my next travels. Getting rid of that antiseptic, that's for sure. I don't think I need this much cloth. I'll leave behind a couple bits of cloth here. Don't think I'll need that firewood. I don't need this much coal. I'll take 5 bits of coal with me. I'll drop that toque. As for the food, I don't need these tins of peaches. In fact, I very much don't want to eat the peaches. They're very low in calories and they're very heavy, but they're needed for some recipes, so I need to hold on to them for later. Also, leave behind some painkillers. I've got plenty of those as it is. I needed to make an extra pair of bandages. Easy enough to just tear that apart with my bare hands. Prepare some more mushrooms. Well, no, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to waste time like that right now. Maybe. Later on in the day it'll be easier to do things. Gonna be taking thirst damage at this rate, but I think I can live with that. Still very nearly overweight. What else can I ditch? 60 sticks is probably doing a lot of damage to me. Let's ditch 50 of them. Suddenly we are a lot happier looking on the weight. Keep that 1 bit of scrap metal. My hacksaw actually really needs some repairing. I'm going to repair that now. Don't want to have it break on me. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. Oh my gosh, I'm still wearing this crappy improvised head wrap. The toque is almost better. I might even repair this toque. It's only a little bit of time, but the toque beats my improvised piece of garbage, so let's do exactly that. Yeah, okay, let's immediately fail at it. Come on, Shepherd. Insulated flask working for you? Nah, I don't really find it very helpful. Alright, there we go. Let's put that on. That allows me to ditch my improvised piece of rubbish. And this thing it looks so sad. Look at that. Ugh. It prevented frostbite, so it did its job. And it actually gives quite a lot of temperature, all things considered, but away it goes. Just has no real durability. What else did I say I'd do? I said I'd fix my hacksaw. I'm getting very thirsty here, huh?
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Maybe he's still a little crazy, Shepherd. You ever consider that? I'm going to drink this water and this birch bark, I think, just to stay nice and hydrated for where I'm going. But I will need to make water along my journey. Actually, rather than drink the birch bark, what if I just take a 1-hour nap? Yeah, just sleep off a little bit, Shepherd. Probably should have eaten before doing that, but... Because, listen, the weather got pretty foul outside. I won't be spending all my time outside, but doesn't mean I want it to be bad when I am out there. It's a bit windy, but otherwise it's quite good. Let's do another quick triage. I know I just did, but I'm filled with feelings of, are you sure you're bringing the right things with you? Some things I have rather a lot of that I don't need, perhaps. But all this, I've got all the tinder that I need, so I can just leave that behind now. Don't need to pick up pieces of paper anymore unless I find myself desperately low on tinder. Alright, let's go. I got places to be. I don't mind taking a bit of cold damage here, I just don't want to take a lot of it. I need to get up behind that waterfall, follow my way up, and then we're taking a long journey up through what is really the most interestingly laid out map in the game, maybe tied with Hush River Valley. See those really high up walkway bridges between the rocks? We can and we will be getting up there And we're going to have to journey across that to get to the gold mine, where we will not be harvesting gold, despite my latent desire to do so. There's a shortcut to the gold mine. We're not going to be taking it. It involves a lot of rope climbing, so you need to be very well prepared for it. You're going to need a sleeping bag, or lots of coffee, or 1 or 2 stims. There's always a cup of tomato soup here. Yoink. Might be drinking that sooner than you might think. Good for scurvy, or rather good for preventing scurvy. Where do we find these mods? There's some quality of life mods that I'm running here, also ones that increase the difficulty and prevent you from pulling torches. It is the Von Dougal's quality of life mod. You can find it on GitHub. But don't tell him I told you that. Even though he's right there in chat, don't worry, he can't hear me. Yeah, see, there it is. Sharing's fine, don't ask for features. That should be something put onto a lot more mods. I really hate going on to Steam mods discussions, because sometimes you have a problem and you want to figure it out, you go there, it's just people begging for features, or engaged in racially heated arguments. So yeah, it's not all bad. Sometimes there's some rose hips left on these things, but not holding my breath on that, given the difficulty settings we have, vastly reducing natural resources. I don't want to sound like I'm constantly ringing that bell to say, look at how difficult the situations I am in are, but on Interloper you do get a lot of natural resources available. Cattails, rose hips, mushrooms are all over the place. This can be a bit of a choke point. You can get cornered by wolves here. I'm not afraid to spare a match. I am sitting on 34 of them. I think we've found over 100 matches now. Don't want to heat up just yet because I'm about to enter a mine where I'll be plenty warm as it is. This is a dangerous place though. Wolf tracks. Ah, I knew it! Get off of me! Get the hell off of me! Oh my god, how did he do so much to me?
It's all over. My blood.
Holy crap, another one. Okay, that went really badly. Alright. Don't worry.
It's goddamn freezing.
Whew, okay. Tell you what, that went so badly. I normally have a...
Bleeding all over the place.
Oh god, I'm bleeding? Uh-oh. Boy, that hit me, got me bad then. Whew. Alright, hold on there, Shepherd, hold on. Alright. Make yourself some water. I really need water right now. So normally I have an auto clicker so that I don't have to mash my there we go. So I don't have to mash my way out of those situations, but I didn't have it prepped, so that didn't work out so well. Uh-oh, why am I so tired as well? Alright, because of the... I'm still taking damage here, this isn't good. Do I turn back? I absolutely turn back. Do I have a coffee? No, but I could make a coffee. Right. Shepherd's gonna sit here. take a minuscule amount of damage, drink a coffee, and get back home. I certainly should have tested wolf encounters. Normally, before I do a campaign like this, I set up to make sure that I have everything working, but did I remember to do that? Did I buggery? Alright. Give me that. Now, cook up some coffee. Oh dear lord, what a time for a blizzard. Game absolutely knows my situation. How's the flare doing? No, not great. Alright, get some calories, get some energy, get some everything. Take my stuff back, Now let's get back home. I will happily use my second stim to get me out of this situation. Well, that's what they're there for. They're not called everyday casual stims, they're called emergency stims. Yeah, I should have known something was up when things were going so slowly there with the struggle, but you know, when all that's coming together, you got to very quickly deal with it, and first things first was to survive the struggle. But wow, tore 2 chunks out of me, gave me an infection risk. Glad I picked up that antiseptic now, huh? If I can avoid using the stim, I'll be happier, but I think it's a bit too far to go without the stim. What the hell? Alright, yeah. Stim to win. Hang on, where's the house?
I'm so hungry.
There it is. Whew, okay, well, there we go. And we're alive. And now we need a few things to keep us alive. First off, eat a cattail stalk. Second off, let's start a fire. Let's start a fire using our torch, even though I don't like wasting my torches anything. There we go. Whew, still going, still going. I go get a drink. Suddenly Jake's missing a few pieces. Yeah, that could have been done in one. It's very frustrating to have a run just very swiftly end like that. Oh god, cabin fever risk.
That didn't work.
Okay, come on, don't be failing on me now.
I am too tired.
Burn that crappy premiere.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna need another coffee for what it's worth. I got a bunch of sticks, right? And some reclaimed wood. Stick on that, stick on a few sticks. Do I have enough water for another coffee? Yeah, there we go. The coffee is just so I don't need to sleep right now, because I need to actually spend some time making water. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I could just eat some calories. Yeah, screw the coffee. Why did I even start the fire then? Don't need it. Well, I will need water actually. So I want 2 hours worth of water made, so that when I wake up, that's there for me. There we go. And let's just drink up and sleep up. Ah, and actually it's a great time to have herbal tea. Herbal tea is really good for restoring health while you're sleeping. And we will need calories where we're going. Just eat all the cattail stocks for now, Shepherd. Drink up for the rest. And now sleep for 8 hours. Phew. Oh wait, the infection. Oops. Need to treat the infection. Hopefully it didn't become a full-blown infection as I slept. Oh lordy, almost. Okay, okay. Let's take care of all the problems that we are making for ourselves.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
You'll need more than eating. Hop. Grab the... where is it? Where is it? They ruined my hat. Alright, take care of that wolf bite. Take care of that other wolf bite. Grab that Summit soda. Put this away, we're wasting extremely valuable oil there. Okay, okay. Still need to sleep for longer. We're still very nearly dead.
Nothing to drink.
Let's get back into bed now that we've got the water. There's the bed. I also need some calories, so I'm actually going to drink the Summit soda. I need to do a check on my clothes, actually. How many clothes did they ruin? Just my hat. Although they injured my my jacket and my gloves. Well, at least I have a replacement hat for that. For now, though, I'm loath to eat crackers. They're so good, but let's do it. Man, how can you see? I can't. It's pitch black. I just know my way around this tiny little cabin quite well. If you're really good, you can even find the matches in the dark. Alright, let's just sleep until we can sleep no more. And it's sadly still not light. Is there anything I can reasonably do in the dark right now? This took is dead, so I'm just going to harvest it. Tummy's all rumbly. Can't do any mending in the dark, sadly. But you can create some things. You can make these racial mushrooms, for example. Just passing a bit of time until it's light enough. Also, I could do with some more sleep. Could actually make another improvised head wrap. Can we do that in the dark? No. If it needs a sewing kit, you generally cannot. Okay, okay. It's funny. Alright, do that. Drink up a bit, maybe sleep up for another hour. Put the bandana of shame back on. Yeah, I will do. That's the sad thing. Oh, the shame. Still very dark in here. I'd sleep for another hour if I could. You can still use the workbenches in the mine during daytime. Wow, I just never tried because I assumed you couldn't. Okay, there we go. That was very bad, but as you can see, I'm still barely alive. Yeah, on goes the bandana of shame. How are the conditions out there? I might pop my nose out, see if I can grab some cattails to supplement my dog food diet. Yeah, at least I didn't steal my pants or any other type of clothes. Yeah, gonna do a quick cattail check. Actually, it's not worth it. It's better to hang around in here until I get really hungry. Because moving around is going to cost me as much cattail, or as much calories as I get from those cattails. So for now, I'm going to fix the things that got badly damaged, especially my ski jacket. There we go, want that warmth back for sure. These trousers are almost dead. It's almost not worth repairing old jeans. I'll surely find other jeans as we go along. They will die, and that is okay. Kind of worth repairing this thin wool sweater, but it takes an hour. Not sure I have an hour to spare for that. Also not sure if I don't. I had a long way to go today as well. Got to keep in mind that it's very dark in the mine that I'm going into as well, and I just dumpstered my flare in there. And a bit more This gives me pause for thought for sure, especially with only a small bit of oil in the lantern. No, we press on. We press on regardless. I'm going to be chugging a lot of tea along the way. So if anything, I'm going to actually make a lot of tea right now. It's a reasonable expenditure of time. I'm going to miss this torch. I might really need this torch going forward. How's that cabin fever risk? Not great. Alright, get that started, please, Shepherd. Yeah, I'll need to make my bandages as well, but that's okay. I'll have a little bit of time to pass as I make this. Unsuccessfully. For God's sake, Shepherd. How is anyone this bad at starting a fire? At least... Oh my God.
That didn't work.
At least when you get to level 5 fire starting, this thing goes around faster. But at level 5 fire starting, you almost never fail, do you?
Come on, little fire.
For the love of God, Shepherd. For the love of all that's good, use a book. Use your book smarts. There we go. See, was it that hard? Right, I need to make some birch bark, that is for sure. I'll need to make some... I'll need to make more than just that later on. Let's keep this fire going for a good long time. Still want to pop out and grab cattails, but for now this will do me. While that is happening, I need to make some replacement bandages. Also need some replacement cloth, actually, huh? To think I left behind so much cloth. Alright, give me that. How am I doing on water? I will need more, but for now, let's make more birch bark. I need the healing properties of birch bark. Take a replacement book. I'll put my antiseptic back. Who needs antiseptic, right? My shoes are almost dead, but that's okay. I've got socks. I'll be keeping my birch bark nice and warm in the thermos. Yeah, nothing's in the thermos right now. Make a bunch of birch bark, make a bunch of water, maybe sleep up a little more and then make my way back towards the mine area. I'm a little bit worried about how that's going to go with no real source of light though. Because there's quite a long way to go through the gold mine. And if I run out of light altogether, I'm just stuck in there. And there we go. I'm playing Frostpunk again. I need to do what I can to survive until Frostpunk 2 release already. In due time, I'm sure. Okay. Is there anything else that I could do? Yeah, man, those stims came in clutch there. Would have been dead without them. Am I gonna want some more sticks where I'm going? Couldn't hurt to be ready. Give me 15 sticks. And then probably want a bit more water, huh? Okay. Where are we standing on sleeping? It would be a clever thing to have a spare coffee on me as well, so I might make a coffee too. Yeah, make a coffee, drink up, and get moving again while the going is good, assuming the weather didn't turn foul. Actually, didn't I come here in a blizzard? No, I slept it off. That's the reason I'm still alive. Okay, okay. Still have an hour to pass. What can Shepard do for an hour? Actually, an hour is the kind of time to repair that wool sweater.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
If successful, that is. Alright, nice job, Shep. Give me the water. Oh, easy now, don't you...
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
Don't you die on me. Let's make sure that we have that coffee, some good coffee. One more stick will keep it going. And coffee I don't mind about keeping warm or cold, but these birch bark teas... Hell, I'll drink one of them right now. The other two go in the thermos once the coffee is ready. Gib. I have it in the cooking pot, so that's fine. Come with me, come with me. And into the thermos goes you and you. Alright, I'll drink those as I go around, but now it's back on the road again. This is still quite risky. I'm going to take my dog food just so I have extra calories if I need, but yeah, this is rather risky. There's not a lot of calories to be taken with me. Well, let's not worry about the risk. Let's just get on moving. Hold on. When I fought off the wolf, I was using the crowbar, right? It might explain a thing or two if I'd somehow clicked on fend it off with your bare hands, but one of the reasons I prize getting the crowbars is an early game weapon to use in an encounter. I think it was just the my clicking not going through properly. You were using the crowbar, yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out if I get attacked again. Gonna get hungry, but that's okay. What's not okay at this point is taking additional cold damage. I've got what's left of this torch to get me through, but I don't want to use it if I can avoid using it. Yeah, big shocks, I'm sure. Alright, take two, with half the health I had, and fewer resources. I even said the problem, right? Oh, this is a choke point, you can get wolves. Oh, look, wolf tracks. And I constantly talk about cresting a hill being a danger. But I was just convinced there was no wolf until there was a wolf.
So hungry.
Yeah, well, we're still alive. Yeah, if I die, there's going to be a new run of it, right? We haven't even gotten to the cooking yet. Can't call it there. Of course, the idea is to not die. Yeah, if only I could listen to my own advice. Good at giving it, don't want to listen to it. Tale as old as time. Wow, look at that cabin fever risk going up and up and up. That could be very dangerous, actually, because I've got no way of alleviating cabin fever by being outside. Because I can't sleep outside. So, you know, Shepard would rather die than spend so long being bored indoors with no video games. We know you allowed the attack for educating your viewers, says Von Dougal. Shh, we're not meant to point it out. People are meant to be bamboozled by my ability to bring it back from the brink and not think further. Try reading a book, maybe that helps. No. There are some recipes that alleviate cabin fever, which is a very strange thing, but so it is. Hey, my campfire! My barely keep myself alive campfire. Also some cattails. I will actually strafe my way into there because I'm in dire need of the calories. And with how much Shepherd fails to light fires, maybe the tinder as well. Guess I should be thankful that it barked at me to let me know that it was there. Where is the blasted beast? Ah, there it is, there it is. That's how you get me, huh? This is a very, very special torch, but maybe I'll keep it because I'm about to go into the cave anyway. Now let's leg it, Shep. What a place is to be. Source of light is very valuable and it's absolutely vital for making my way through. All I have is this one torch, one flare, and it's not even a good flare. I suppose I have matches. If things get truly desperate, I can light matches, burn my hands with the matches, and then what? Is that the cave? Feels closer than I remember. There we go. Yeah, I could just use little matches to light the way. It's not ideal, but it could be done. Oh, sweet. A flare. Okay, the game once again listening to what I'm saying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't recall there being these. Oh, God. Wait, where'd my torch go? How did I ruin the torch? Did I drop it in the water? It just got ruined by me dropping it. That was nasty. Okay. Okay, this is bad. Things continue to go badly. I'm just going to strip off. And then go through here. Ah, it's so cold, it's so cold.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
There we go. Don't you worry, Shepherd, I got your back. I have so little light, and as you can see, this is all I've got to navigate this place with. Gotta get through quickly. Can't remember the way. Never knew the way to begin with, I think. It's over here. Possibly useful, but I really can't stop and smell the roses. I gotta get a move on with while my light is still light. I may even make a change of plans on my direction so that I can go and... No, I can't afford to stay inside, can I? Difficult, difficult, lemon, difficult. Those marine flares really don't last long enough for exploring mines. So left or right? Left or right? Backpack, have a flare for me, please. Beef jerky is not a flare. I'm even ignoring the coal here because I gotta move before this light goes. Was there always a rope here? I guess so. Let's go. Alright, well, thankfully, with a drop of fuel left, we've ascended. Boy, this is going grim. Oh, it's good, but it's bad. It's also kind of chilly out here. You'd think I might be safe up here. You would be wrong. There's a bear. Hang on, let me think about where I am here. What's the way out from here? Do I have to go along there? I guess so. It's linear. Can't afford any damage. I'm gonna have to stop and make a fire just to warm up. Actually, no. If I want to warm up, some of my birch bark tea is still warm inside the thermos. There we go. Not a lot of heat, but some heat. Fun to watch, sucks for the run. Really, the only thing I lost were 2 stims, thinking about it. Stims are limited. But the idea is to have them for an emergency, so really they served their absolute purpose right there. Hang on, is that the way I'm meant to go? I don't think so. I think this is the way to get to the gold mine. But yeesh, navigating the coal mine with just 2 marine flares. Tough, tough prospect. Can you fall and die in the game? Yes, there is fall damage. And you take fall damage from a very short fall. I'd say about 8 to 10 feet is when you can take minor damage. Beyond that, you take much more than minor damage. Alright, good sticks. I'm going to need things to burn to stay warm. It was very funny the first time I was playing this game, or at least the first time I was truly trying to learn this game. I was taking all sorts of weird routes around here because I truly had no idea where to go. And somebody was just laughing and charted the route I took around Ash Canyon because I almost went to the gold mine and then I just flung myself off the cliff because I had no idea where I was. And I survived the fall. I think I have little choice but to start a fire here. Gonna trust my 80% fire starting chance and not waste my torch. That's right, oh right, my torch is dead. Well, damn, no torches, huh? Crazy.
Come on, little fire.
And now, no books. Hypothermic is okay, just slam on a bit of coal, maybe even 2 bits of coal. I'm going into a mine after all. Take this opportunity to make maybe an hour, no, a small amount of water for now. And then cook up some... Don't you be yawning on me, Shepherd. More birch bark. How much more birch bark ingredients do I have? I do have birch bark ingredients, right? Okay, I got enough to make 2 more cups after this.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
You just stay there and warm up. Alright, I'm warming up nicely. That is good. Got places to be. How do I date Shepherd? Tell her you're a Batarian. She'll come for you. Don't eat my beef jerky. No. Calories are at a premium right now. Make my birch bark. Keep my birch bark warm. Put it back inside my thermos. Why was that in my radial? Why is it still in my radial? That's weird. Alright, that's boiling, that's preparing, we're getting nice and warm. Alright, alright. Oh, hang on, no, you don't need 2 of these for 1 cup. I've actually got a lot of birch bark ready. Okay, that's good. That will claw me out of an unpleasant situation. Gotta get that cabin fever down by being outside, so this is actually also good. Lord Barrington could block my way a bit, but I think he only blocks the way towards the Miner's Folly, which is not where I'm headed. I also know of a way to walk up to Miner's Folly. I don't have to go there and set down a rope, which is reassuring. Give me that water. Make a little bit more water. I want to make water while the sun shines, apparently. And I would like to make some coffee as well, so Gib, place this down here to keep nice and warm. And then let's cook up some good coffee. Yeah, no bedroll, Von Dougals. It's actually pretty rough that we've gone this far with still no bedroll, but that's how it goes sometimes. Bedroll is a great enabler, that's why it's on my top left list of items. Let's make even more birch bark. It's turning into that kind of run. Hang on, did that just burn? No, it just looks like it's burning. Wait, I think it did. I think maybe it did burn. No, it seems okay. Okay, something is bugging out there. Oh god, I think I did lose one of my birch barks. That's what I get for trying to use the little trick to keep them permanently warm. Well, my coffee is good at least. And I still have a ways to go on this coffee, so I'm going to drink it. Actually, you know what? The coffee I'll keep. No, let me think. I'm going to drink the good coffee right now. Get myself the energy that I need. And I'm going to put my other stuff inside the thermos. There we go. Keep it nice and warm. Good. Take that, take that, take that. Put the drink back inside the thermos. I really don't think this thermos mechanic's very good. It's one of those things that sounds good in theory, but then kind of falls apart. Can't pull torches, we have it disabled. Little choice but to get moving. Wait, how did you place them from radial? Wait, did you place them from radial? Might be an issue with my show flask contents mod option. Yeah, I placed it from radial, but it was still in the radial. And then one of them burnt. Not a big deal. Really easy to walk over these kinds of things if you just look down. Just like in real life. If anybody's scared of heights, just look down. It's that simple. It's really that simple. I'm not afraid of heights, though. I don't need to look down. But, you know, I could, just to help out you at home. Whoa! We're fine. Remove from the flask first to prevent that. Gotcha. Drinking directly from the flask is really good, though. Bizarre that that's disabled by default. Okay. Okay, I'll admit my heart started pounding a fair bit after that wolf encounter. I really thought there was a very real chance of that all going away. But we're alive. God help me, we're alive. For now. At least there's no wolves where we're going. For now. Sometimes I think there's a corpse around here. No, I might be thinking of Hush River Valley. Certainly take these maple saplings. They're necessary for making a bow. Maple for the bow, birch for the arrows. Easy to remember. Yeah, this is where I got, and I was like, oh, do I go up here? No, I just fling myself off of the cliff instead. Mondo amusing. Let's drink some more birch bark tea. Calories, hydration, healing, warmth. With a run like this, with my meters falling so quickly, it's very important to maintain high condition. Which is why I'm maintaining high condition. Or trying to. Burned almost a whole day just fixing myself after that wolf encounter. Putting on my bandana of shame, as someone so aptly called it. Good name for it. I think it was disabled because the devs couldn't figure out a way to drink from it. Because if that's by design, it's terrible. Yeah, I think the devs are pretty stressed out because of the inordinate amount of time they're spending on a very lackluster DLC. And they're getting hammered for it in certain comments. Ooh, it's so fun. So fun to look down. I think I need a rope. No, I don't need a rope. You can actually get down to the gold mine without roping down. And from the gold mine you can further proceed without having to go down, down, down. At least not safely. Don't have to go safely. To think Shepard's making this ridiculous pilgrimage just because she wants to go and see the gold mine. She's heard rumors of a backpack. Like she hasn't found a dozen backpacks already. But this one's called a technical backpack. It's gamer gear. Yeah, the gold mine has the backpack, and the backpack is a very powerful object, so I want to grab it. Plus, I asked chat, you know, we could have either made our way towards Broken Railroad and with the view to do some forging, or we could have... Yeah, we were in Coastal Highway at the time, so we could either take the route that takes us over towards... Well, through Pleasant Valley, which is chock full of good things, and then through Muskeg into Broken Railroad to get ourselves forging, or do we take the route up to Ash Canyon in order to get the backpack? And the reception was get the backpack. Not that I feel I'm beholden to chat, but it was either or to me. It didn't matter that much. Starting to matter now, though. Thing about going through Mystery Lake is it's such a good location, chock full of tools and supplies and raw materials. It's just the perfect location. It's also very central. If you were setting up a long-term base, you would be actively hampering yourself not to set up in Mystery Lake, in my opinion. Is that even more rose hips? That's quite good, because rose hips are rare on this setting. Are you a true survivor of that sturdy backpack? I used to have a really good sturdy backpack, and it's gone walkies, as I used to say, for things that went suspiciously missing. My backpack grew some legs and walked away. I think I got that from my parents when they'd noticed that I may or may not have nicked a few bourbon biscuits. And all the bourbons must have gotten some legs and walked away, Jake. Have you seen them? Oh, I haven't seen them. Alright, we're almost there. I love playing a nice relaxing game at Mystery Lake. Living at the edge of the flag. Just fishing at the lake all the time. Certified fisherman. Yeah, if that's where you find your jollies, absolutely. And it's a great place to be. Also looks gorgeous. Right, last chance for a wee break before we go down to the coal mine. Remember, all I have to light my way there is 10 milliliters of lantern fuel and 2 short-lived flares. If that doesn't get me through the entire mine, I'm going to be singeing my fingers on tiny little short-lived matches, because on these settings we cannot generate torches. We have to craft them. Okay, I'm grabbing these on the way out, Spectre, but well spotted. Those rose hips are going to be necessary for rose hip pies, which some people have requested to be part of their menus. In fact, let's take a short, less stress-filled break to go and look at the menus. Careful, this will flash bang you if you're on very low brightness, or high, I suppose. Bang! So, Andarius, funnily enough, for the Ash Canyon breakfast retreat, wants no fewer than 3 rose hip pies there. It's peach pie for Cruzak's small American breakfast. Dessert is a potato for the Misanthrope's homestead, because it's a vodka substitute, says Ninjin. Lily's pancake. We want 4, 5, 6 loads of pancakes for the true Canadian only from Sudazima. Boy, there's a lot going on for the Italian migrant workers' family dinner. Salty crackers. I've been eating a lot of salty crackers. Sardines. Soup, bannocks, sodas, pies, more sodas, peaches, coffee. Jings, there's a lot of stuff I need to make sure I get, but I also need to eat these supplies myself so that I live long enough. It's a difficult bit of yin-yang there. Crafting torches feels dirty just from hearing that. From hearing what? Oh right, no, we don't have the oil. We need oil to craft a torch, and we used to have some oil, but we burned it all to find our way. Oh, accelerant. Good for a fledgling survivor who can't even start a bleeding fire. These may have had acorns one day, but they're gone. There would have been a sapling there, but it's gone. If you navigate your way over here, you'll find a way down that doesn't kill poor Shepherd, and I think this is it. Starting to wish I'd double check before just throwing myself down here, but that's okay. Just don't break anything, please, Shepherd. Had enough of you breaking your... Ah, there goes my ankle. I'm glad I made extra bandages. And I will likely bandage that up before we get in. And there goes the wrist. Don't need 2 wrists where we're going. Well, maybe we do. Alright, there we go. Down without too much drama. Let's take care of that ankle for now. Don't want to spend too long out here, it's kind of cold. There are supplies to be had here, but I have to beeline towards the backpack. I don't have the liberty of grabbing everything around here, although there's usually some good stuff over there at the water's edge. I think I'll come back when I'm a bit better equipped for it. Then again, there could be a flare, and I'm in dire need of light sources. So maybe I will go around. It'll be warm enough inside the cave, so yeah, I think I will. Who knows, could even be some fuel. I certainly need fuel. Is that a sapling? I might get the sapling. If I'm in a good position to do so, I will sleep inside the mine. Night is coming after all, and we are quite tired. Boy, I sure hope this corpse over here has a torch on him. I need a torch. I can't believe my torch got ruined. I dropped it on the ground, far away from the water, and it just instantly got ruined. I was robbed at that very moment. Alright, what are you hiding on you? Absolutely nothing. Take your feathers though, good for future bits and bobs. Those are for a corpse that's a bit further out. Alright, so I walked over here for nothing, but that's the long dark experience in a nutshell. Do you have the stuff to make fishing gear yet? Not helpful at this moment, but for getting fish and stocking up on oil. The thing about fishing is you really need supplies to get supplies. You've got to sit out in the bollocking cold for a long time to catch anything, especially at level 0. So you need a lot to burn. You need to already have calories on you in order to be able to sit out there and handle sitting out there. Fishing to me is a mid-game thing, not an early game thing. I'm sure some people can make it work early game. And you are right about me needing the fuel. However, 1 jerry can is all I need to fulfill all my fuel needs for a long time. Of course, we have not found a jerry can, but just imagine a world in which I do find a jerry can. Maybe there's a jerry can inside the secret hatch. Maybe there's nothing inside the secret hatch. Okay, I'm a hair's breadth away from taking cold damage. Let's enter the mine. And so begins a stressful journey through the incredibly dark mine. I can't see. I also cannot start a campfire. My only source of light is a fraction of this lantern and a couple of marine flares. Shepherd's going to take off all your shoes because I know you have to walk through some foot-high water here. I am still warm, even with my bare feet out. Alright, these flares don't last long at all. I gotta make this count. Let's go. Look at it just disappear on me. I need a proper flare. You got proper flare? You got matches? That could be useful. Crisps? That could be useful. I don't need that book. It's all about what I need here. There's a lot of coal, but I can't be doing with that. Get through this on the double shot. If I can get over to the barrel thing, right? The barrel thing at least give me something that seems like light. Plus I can use this flare. Oh, another flare. That's actually useful. How about another flare? No? Alright, alright. Running through this freezing cold water is no problem for Shepherd. Barrel is over here somewhere. Where? Oh god, where? There it is. Quickly, Shep, quickly, Shep. Ah! Oh, I didn't even have the flare out for it. Oh well.
Come on, little fire.
Normally, Mayan 8p, you can just pull torches out of a fire that you make here. But I disabled it because it's very, very easy. Really easy way to get lots and lots of torches. Now I have to craft my torches. Not normally a problem. In this run, big problem. Alright, we're going to be here for a wee bit of time. I managed to get rid of my my risk of cabin fever, which is nice to see. Right, for now, how about we just make ourselves a bit of water. I'm not drowning in water, so a couple of you going. 3 flares. Wait, 3 flares? Didn't I just bust up one of my... Oh, here it is. Alright, ruined marine flare. Just sit over here. Give me the granola bar. Give me the tin of sardines. Recycle can is of no real use to me. Coal, coal, coal. Accelerant, which cannot be used to make a...
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, I'll take those crampons. In fact, it's not showing up there, but yeah. There we go. Put on the crampons for the heck of it. Sure footing makes it less likely that I break my legs. The light does not propagate very far, as I'm sure you can see, and I'm not very willing to spend a flare right now.
I think I need to lay down.
I know, Shepard, I know, right? We're all living hard lives, aren't we? So damn dark. There's a backpack over here, I just barely can't see it. I guess I could use what little bit of lantern oil I have right now to just barely eke out. There it is. Anything else worth my time in here? Could be anything in this crate. Could be, I don't know, a jerry can? Stump remover's a bit useless. And there we go. Lantern is now completely dead. If I hadn't faffed around inside that cave, I would have had a lot more lantern fuel. But faff about I did. Can't cook any of these things except for the tomato soup. So you know what? I'm going to cook up my tomato soup. If nothing else, it levels up my cooking a bit more. I don't need that reclaimed wood, not at all. Okay, so I guess there's one more marine flare to get me out of here in the morning time. For now, though, I am sleeping, which means I gotta get everything done in the pitch black that I can. Do I want to make even more things, like some more birch bark? Actually, I'm gonna cook some herbal tea. Drink the herbal tea before I go to sleep tonight. It'll heal me up a lot. My soup is almost ready. I don't need this fire barrel going for too long. Yeah, I got the backpack. Look at the bottom right. You can see I have +5 extra carry capacity. What's the story of this game? A geomagnetic storm brought your plane down over a remote part of Canada. Survive. There's a more involved story mode, but I think it's really terrible. It's full of trite cliches and very painful to sit through, but if it's your kind of thing, then maybe you would like it. Don't think I want to eat those sardines, way too risky at 20%. A lot of this food is really risky, actually. Could get some unfortunate little friends in my belly. Let's keep going with the birch bark. I could well need some of it. Also, I want another cup of coffee. Cook up another tin of good coffee. A lot of people asked for coffee in their menus, which is a problem for me. There we go, chug that tomato soup. Scurvy will be a thing of the past. Need to carbo load a bit tonight. Don't need to worry about the pain or the sprain, those will go away. I will... I'll eat the stale beef jerky. I think that's good if it's above 25%. I will eat my ketchup crisps. Fire's dying on me here. That granola bar is a little risky, so are the sardines. I think I'll eat the dog food. Might not need to eat either of them, actually. Give me that good coffee. Give me back my cooking pot. Give me the last of my birch bark. Let's look at our bed while we can still see. There's our bed. We are sleeping here no matter what. Still pretty tired, of course. recycle our dead torch, unfairly stolen from us. Okay, I'll definitely be having my herbal tea before bed. Is there anything else to do before bed? It might be technically bright enough to do some things. What are some things that I would do? I want to make sure that my bandana of shame is on the outside so it takes the brunt of nature's fury. The gloves are ragged, but repairing them requires cured leather. However, I could tear apart the more ragged ones. Harvest them for their cured leather with my bare hands somehow. Oh boy, that's an authentic sounding sound. And then I could take the ones that are not so bad and try and repair them. 70% chance of success. Ah, Shepherd is too terrible. It also wasted the leather that I had. These shoes are on their way out as well. Alright, alright, alright. That means it's time to drink my delicious herbal tea. I'm also going to drink a birch bark tea. Between the birch bark and the herbal tea, I should get a lot of healing tonight. I'm going to drink my lovely cuppa. Some people play this game with the healing completely disabled. I've considered it, but I don't like it. Because it really breaks up exploration in the game. You can't spend 30 seconds outside in cold conditions without having to stop, make a fire, warm up, and then keep moving. There we go. A lot of pain is gone. I will drink yet another birch bark tea. For satiation, for calories, for healing. This would have maxed out my health on normal Interloper, but we are not on normal Interloper. I'll sleep for as long as Shepherd possibly can. And then it's time to get out of here. These kinds of gloves are really easy to rip apart by hand because they're garbage. I used to work, we used them at work a long time ago. Hopefully a very long time ago if they are that bad for you. I'm actually tempted to spare the flare because I don't think it's a long way to get out of here. Instead, I'm going to burn some of my excessive number of matches to get me out. Shepherd is hungry as usual, but we're ready to get out of here. We have the backpack. It's the whole reason we came here. Okay, I take it back. This doesn't light up diddly. And maybe I'll be okay with it. I just need to follow this path, right?
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Just need to follow this path out, right? How many matches do I value a flare at? There must be some people screaming at this strategy. What are you doing? How could you waste matches like this? There are a lot of flares in the game, that much is true. Is this my third match? Or my fourth match? I think it's my third match. Hope I've not been turned around. It can be very easy to get turned around in the dark like this. Of course, if I end up using the flare anyway, it was all for naught. Hey, we made it! We made it on 4 matches. Did you check for the hammer outside the entrance to the mine? Well, I'm not going back to check, that's for sure. Okay, we got the backpack. That's the main thing we came here for. We will be back in Trash Canyon at some point in the future. But for now, we are going to cut our losses, so to speak. And we did lose a fair bit here. 2 stims. Took a lot of damage. But we're getting out of here. Is there a way down here without climbing? Probably, but at least it's a lot easier to climb down than up. I might want that wood. Give it to me. Shepherd already getting cold. Come on. This is the shortcut, by the way. You can climb up these ropes. I think it's 3 rope climbs up to get to the gold mine this way. Climbing up 3 ropes is a huge order. You're gonna need a way to sleep while you're going up there, or a lot of coffee, or some stims. Well, just 1 stim should suffice. But at least going down from being up is a lot easier. Yeah, the summit has a stim. I could well be tempted to go to the summit, but doing that without a backpack is difficult.
I can't feel my feet.
It's very cold right now, minus 27 ambient. At least I kind of know where I'm going. We're heading back to the Angler's Den. There's some nice stuff in the Ash Canyon that I've absolutely overlooked, but the backpack's what I came for. Now our goal is to get forging. Not foraging, forging. And maybe not freezing. Do I want to warm up before I head all the way back? I'm already quite pooped, so I'll be able to sleep a fair bit back at the base. Do I have food to eat? Yes, but no.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
I'm gonna leg it. Shepherd will tire herself out and then be able to sleep when we're back at the Angler's Den.
I need something to eat.
Minus 27, not too bad if it's not windy. Yeah, it's not windy currently, but let's not try our chances on that one. I now don't have a torch to ward off wolves. If I got cornered, I'd have to use a flare. Better believe I don't want to use a flare. And not after saving one to get out of the mine. And no, the wolves are not cowed by mere matches. Alright, come on, Shep. Just get to Angler's cabin and everything will be fine. We'll be getting away from the dreaded Ash Canyon. This must be what it feels like to descend from a dangerous mountain climb. So, alright, I know we're not out of the woods yet, but we're generally going to nicer, safer areas. You're still cold, but you're not going to be as cold as you were before. You're still in danger, but you won't be in as much danger as before. That said, if a wolf is eating this choke point, I could still be. It's actually kind of good. I can sleep until afternoon, and then I can take... Hopefully it's nice conditions. I can take the scenic route out of Ash Canyon. That's going to take me out down at the ravine, and then I can head back up to the Crystal Lake. And then just generally make my way out of Timberwolf quite quickly, down to Pleasant Valley, and then I might even take the cave from Pleasant Valley into Mystery Lake, and not have to go via Coastal Highway and the coal mine. Could be a wolf right here, but I need to be swift so I don't take too much cold damage. You can no doubt see my condition plummeting. Nice thing about wearing the crampons, it's far less likely that I break my glass ankles on these minor inclines. Oh, there's the wolf. Wolves hunt in packs arisen, but they ill like fire. What a game. It was a great game. Had very massive shortfalls, but not enough to stop me from having a blast. But you know what? After I binged on that game, I'm done, and I have absolutely no intention of playing it again. If I didn't have to go through its abhorrently bad quest line again on New Game Plus, I'd go for it, because I really like the end game stuff, but... Man, screw games that just force you into that one save slot nonsense. Alright, a few calories here and there from cattails, but Shepherd is heading back. Grabbing every stick along the way. Time to nap and generally do good, Shepherd. Alright, and that's where we're ending it for today. Action-packed. Who would have thought such a slow, laborious game could get the heart racing so much? This must be how the Germans feel when they watch the Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe streams. But good times were had by me. Maybe not by all. Anyway, we are still in the very early stages here, but survival is getting easier. Technical Backpack allows us to carry a lot more goodies from A to B. And more goodies you have on you, the more contingencies you have for bad situations like getting mauled by a wolf. And forgetting to patch up your infections. That was so close to being dead right there. In any case, we're quite a bit safer now. We're going to safer areas. We're going to get forging, get ourselves a knife and a hatchet, which we can use to forge a bow. And then we will be able to source all the natural ingredients, find the recipes and such, and get going on our menu list. The menu is not complete. If you want to devise a big old meal, let's bring up our menu. Do we have it here? Should have it. Come back to me. There we go. If you'd like to add a menu, I'm looking for a sensible set of meal stuff here. I don't want 1 glass of cooking oil, a raw piece of fish, a can of dog food, and 12 matches, right? I want actual meals here. At least 4,000 calories, give it a name, give it a location, make sure it's drinks, a main, possibly some sides, possibly dessert. Some people are modest, which is having a cup of coffee for dessert. Some people think maple syrup is a drink. But yes, I've currently got Ash Canyon, Black Rock, Bleak Inlet, Coastal Highway, Desolation Point, Forsaken Airfield, Hush River Valley, and Pleasant Valley. I don't have Mountain Town, I don't have Crumbling Highway, I don't have Transfer Pass, all those places. If you want to contribute, by all means do so. As for me, I'm going to contribute myself some delicious dinner. So until I am back with more streams from Wednesday onwards, as we know I would never stream on Monday, Tuesday, it's a cheers and cheerio.